Juice, box, king, stay hydrated. Debates getting heated, tensions on the rise. Nico's feeling parched, panic in his eyes. Words start slipping, claims going south. Only one solution, juice box in his mouth. Sip, gulp, chug it down. Brain in a spiral, can't rebound. Straw locked in, lips engaged. Facts too dry, juice cascades. Juice box king, hydration's key. When logic runs dry, grab vitamin C. Juice box king, sipping on the go. No rebuttals, just that citrus flow. Moon's too bright, it's a government scheme. NASA beams images, sure in a dream. But wait, his throat gets dry as a bone. Time for the juice, gotta chug it alone. Sip, gulp, chug it down. Debates in flames, can't be found. Straw locked in, mind disengaged. When the truth hits, juice rampage. Juice box king, hydration's key. When logic runs dry, grab vitamin C. Juice box king, sipping on the go. No rebuttals, just that citrus flow. Juice to the left, sip. Juice to the right, Nico in trouble, straw takes flight. Refill that box, stay in the fight. When the facts are too dry and your points don't land, there's always a juice box right there in your hand. Sip away, don't be shy. Just don't choke when the truth rolls by. Juice box king! Juice box king!
Let's talk about Carl. He's a crack dope. There's a man selling lies and his name is Derp. He's a liar and a scammer, he's just the worst. Good conspiracy says Earth is flat, while it's not bleacher dot us. What's up with that? Dirty money flooding in real fast. Gotta keep grifting, talks out of his ass. Truth don't matter if the app cash flows. Another day, another sucker, man, that's how it goes. Download my app, yeah, he swears it's great, but it leaks like a scythe. Check your doors and gates, selling snake oil wisdom and shitty memes. But if you question him, he's running from the scene. Oh, to feed money on a bed of lies. Jury called him out, so he just cut ties. He's cool if the world knows where you live. He don't care about you, zero fucks to give. He's got his mouth all twisted, claims NASA's fake, but showing real physics. Hey, he's the brakes, don't ask for facts, don't check his math. Just give him your wallet, buy me walk this path. He says, trust me bro, my app is fine, but there's unhashed passwords, damn, what a fine. He ain't sharing secrets, all his derp is lame. A con man douchebag just playing the game. Oh, dirty money built on fear and doubt. He's just selling you nonsense and cashing out. Truth don't matter, don't ask him why. Flat Earth's just a business, he's milking the lie. Flat Earth app, though it uses the globe. Seriously, don't download it, but if you already did, data is already leaked. Get a refund and leave that shit. What the fuck, dude? Pull it. Don't download Derp's app, don't believe a word he says. Derp is a scammer. Clever Dave is a grifter. He's lying to you, screw Derp, screw this guy. Hope he gets thrown into oblivion of flux. Fuck you, Baron, and fuck your app. Data looking, con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking, con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking con man, grifting asshole. Potato looking con man, grifting asshole.
Be viewy quiet, and I'm leaking data.
Oh, the camera's not on. You can deal with it. How we doing, everybody? How the hell are we? My lights are all wrong. Let me just fix this up. There we go. Get my beautiful face illuminated. Let's fix camera settings that I forgot to do But hey, we're on time, kids. I kicked off bang on, according to my clock. So suck it, all of you. Get off my nards. Let's crank up the saturation, get a bit more color and the sharpness. Turn that down, turn that up a bit more. There we go. And camera is set. We are good to go. Hi, everybody. I know I remembered to press the mute button. I just forgot to turn the camera on. We're getting there. We're getting there. By July, August, we might be all right. Welcome to the Debunkatorium, everybody. It's fantastic to have you here. Sorry if I'm clipping. I tend to lean into the microphone. I'm going to keep it close to me, and I'm going to stop doing this and leaning forward to talk so you can't hear me. That's what I'm going to do. I've got my GP juice, which is diet ginger beer. Of course, the breakfast of champions, although it is 7:36 in the PM right now here in Australia. That's French for down under or something. I don't speak French. Nobody cares. Where's the CC emoji? I don't see it. CC, are you here, buddy?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
CC's here, big fish. If you're a deplunker, it should be there. Debunker. I'm sure we have a CC. Why don't I have a CC emote? We do have one. It's the Luck Dragon. We've got his hair. But what was the problem? I did try to upload it. Oh, the image was too big. I need to shrink it. I need to resize it. That's what I need to do. So apologies if you're looking for CC Lespew. He's not on the emoji board just yet, but that will be rectified very, very soon. There you go. Tori's onto it. Just put a skunk in there. It's fine, because I assume CC's living in his car at this point and probably smells. Also, let me just check. Yes, I flipped the camera because I'm a genius. Look at this. Hey, the push is on for top left because Ratzoid is a piece of garbage. If you're not sure, he'll confirm it himself. Ratzoid?
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
You sure do. And as far as I'm concerned, that puts him out of the running for top left 2025 because he's a garbage person. He hasn't apologized. He hasn't issued a retraction. He hasn't instructed his audience to stop spreading malicious, disgusting lies about Lisbeth or anybody else who went on the final experiment. So screw him. He shouldn't win anything. He's not the most top left. He's just a vile person. So he can do one as far as I'm concerned. And that should mean the rankings all change. It's entirely up to Toon and Craig, and I'm not going to begrudge them their right to do that, but not for nothing. If you disqualify Flatzoid and give all his points to King Nico, there might just be a t-shirt in it for you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The two things, are they connected? Not at all. Not at all. No, not one little bit, but, you know, that's out there. So, how the hell is everybody doing? Haven't checked in with some of you for literally minutes because we've been over in the Discord having a whale of a time, and I'm going to show you some of what's been going on in the Discord tonight because it's awesome. We've got quite the little community happening over there, just quietly, and it is fun as hell. I've never had a proper Discord server thingy before. Well, I have, but no one was in it because I was playing Football Manager and nobody gave a toss. But yeah, now we've got peeps over there and it's great. And of course, we need to check in with some of the submissions for the Zoo Crew logo derp off. It's been renamed. It's a derp off now because it's just full of derp. Someone in my comments said, turn up your mic gain. I have, and I'm peaking in the red and I don't care for it. So let me just tweak this a little bit, just a little bit, and then I can go into here maybe. Nope, can't do that. Can't do, oh, filters. Yes. Boop, boop, boop. So if I do that, I should have a limiter on, but I'm still going to be too loud. You're all just going to have to deal with it. And yep, that's how that goes. So whoever you were in the comments, can't remember your name, because there's a lot of you, which is awesome. Not going to begrudge you that. And I do thank you for the feedback, but also I don't want to peak in the red because I'll blow out someone's ears if they got it cranked too loud. So turn your volume up is all I'm going to say. That's my advice. That's what we're doing. Snafu, that is a fantastic word. Emma is already the front runner for word of the day or word of the stream. Snafu. You've got to beat snafu. Good luck with that. Joe Black says, pardon, and time Joe Black out, mods. You got a wrench. Time yourself out, Joe. Because your attitude. Dilly Gaff, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. One of my favorites. I say on the reg. What's the deadline for top left? I don't know. I'm assuming it goes for another week. But again, it's up to MC Toon and the lovely and talented Craig McNeil hyphen FTFE. There's a couple of spaces in there too. And that's the thing. I do have something to show you. And I want to show you right now. It's around the region of my chesticles. This is a bit of a clue. I got a delivery in the mail. I did, and I am very pleased to debut in real life here on the internets or the interwebs or the webtonets, whatever you want to call it, the one and only in existence Juicebox King t-shirt. Check this shit out. Whoa! Oh, yeah. Juicebox King, baby. It exists. It is a real thing, and they will be available on the DP Debunk store at some point, whenever I can be bothered switching them on. But I wanted to order one first to test the quality. In case you missed it, earlier today, last night, tomorrow, time, it's hard. Hang on, bear with me. I'm parched. I'm a bit parched. In case you missed it, the one and only MC Team, there is only one of them, was on his stream wearing a little bit of merchandise. He was wearing a Witsit the Platypus t-shirt, and we're going to talk about Witsit a little bit more later on. But yeah, because all of you know what was going on there. Anyway, he was wearing a Witsit the Platypus t-shirt, which he ordered and paid actual money for, and it was fantastic to see it. If you don't believe me, boom, there's the man himself wearing the Juicebox King, the Witsit the Platypus t-shirt. There it is, pointing to the logo. How fucking cool is that? That was amazing. And then later on in the stream, he's just on the store, going through, scrolling around, found himself on there, had a jolly good chuckle. I think he was well chuffed. I was absolutely well chuffed. I was actually in a meeting for work when he was doing that, trying to pay attention, and I'm looking at my phone at the same time, freaking out. And that was amazing. He had the store link, this one up here, pinned at the top of his chat for the entire stream, which is madness. So I hope everybody had a good time just going through the store, having a look at the stupid stuff that I've made available there. Don't buy anything. Don't. It's not reverse psychology. It's embarrassing. I don't want or need your money. But if you want cool stuff, knock yourself out, because it is awesome. And this is a very, very comfy t-shirt. In case you missed it, I'll show you again. I'll be small. I'll go big. Go big. No, we can go bigger than that. There we go. Here you go. Probably see my little beer belly going there. Good Lord. Anyway, back we go. I'm back in focus. Fantasticals. So that was that. And we now have an image of Lewitsit the Platypus Adventure Backpack in the wild, out in the world. Out in the world. Arrow's pointing the wrong direction. You're pointing the wrong direction. Who's Arrow? What Arrow? What are you talking about? In this, it's pointing to the left. Whatever. Doesn't matter. You get the idea. Anyway, look at it. Look at it. That's actually printed. It exists. There's my logo. On the other side of the world. There's Witsit the Platypus. There's the derp all over the back of it. It's a thing of beauty. Your top left arrow is pointing up, not left. The arrow is pointing up for top. The finger is pointing to the left, indicating top left, Emma. See how that works? See how that goes. Don't believe me? Check it out. Have a better look. Boom. There you go. Top, the green arrow, left, with the fingy. See that? That's what we're going for. Use brains, people. Shouldn't have to spell this out. No, we don't use the angled one. We haven't used the angled one at all, Emma. It's always been juice box, crown, 4, and then the little top emoji with an arrow pointing up, and then left. I've always done it with the finger pointing left. If you're doing it any other way, you're doing it wrong. Stay on message, people. Get with the branding. Get with the branding. So anyway, there is the backpack. None of them come with a gyroscope. You also don't get a vape, and it does not act like a TARDIS, so it's not actually bigger on the inside. The sweatpants do just say front on the front, so you don't get mixed up. It's my patented front assured or the anti-backwards wearing system, which is also known as the word front, boldly displayed right where it counts. Patent is pending, so nobody steal that. Illusion, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're just wrong. So yes, there you go, front. So even if you get it inside out, you should still be able to get them on the right way, because I'll still say front, just on the inside. You can't get confused. If you can't read, that's why there's no other printing on them, Joe Black. So you just know that the words or the scribbles go forwards. Hey? How do you like that? Good news, Steve. That's printed on the pants and it'll have a different texture. So technically, that front is in Braille, sort of, in a weird way, because we're all about accessibility here in the DP Dome. I've covered all the bases. You can't trick me, peeps. Can't be done. Look at this in pink. Look how sexy that is. Hey? And a urine yellow option, if you're so inclined. How about that? Fantastic. Anyway, that's what's going on in the store. And MC Tim was pimping that on his stream, and that tickled me no end. We do have the You're Not Stupid, Dearth is Stupid hoodie and t-shirt available with our lovable version of Dearth. Unlike Dearth himself, this guy's adorable. Might be my favorite character that we have here in the Debunkatorium. And there's a certain guy who walked away from Flat Earth, goes by the name of Jaren or something. And I'm going to hook him up with one of those You're Not Stupid, Dearth is Stupid t-shirts. Because I can. So there we go. Heads up, also, pretty soon, might just be doing a giveaway of something in the store. So keep an eye out for that. If you want to get in on that or know when it's all happening, because I could do it anytime, get on the Discord. The link is on the YouTube About page. You can check it out there. It'll be fun as hell. Good times shall be had by all. So there we go. Do they beep when they walk backwards? No, but you can institute a manual beep. So as you're walking backwards, if you just say beep, 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 you can have that option. That is available for an extra charge. I won't follow you around and say beep, but yeah, there you go. Joe Blake, is it not enough that I put everything upside down on the thumbnail except the text? I did that for you people, just to confuse everybody. My favorite upside down bucket of KFC chicken, or as we call it, the flat earth model. If you've not seen it before, by the way, I do have a model of flat earth. Check it out. My very own actual flat earth model. And if I talk into it, I can get weird vocal effects happening. Echo, echo, echo. This is God. Flat earth is garbage. I don't know if that sounds any different to you lot, but that's a model of flat earth right there. Maybe we'll do a giveaway at some point for this bad boy. We won't. I'm keeping it forever because it makes a rather striking hat too. So there you go. Flat earth model, everybody. Is it greasy? If play cards, right? Bobby T is here. Just jumped on following an online work meeting, watching from the start at 1.25 speed, but thanks for the 6-minute intro I could skip. You are insanely welcome, sir. I was going to use that 6 minutes to set up my camera, but I was shoveling spaghetti bolognese into my mouth. I have a full stomach. I may vomit on stream, so you've got that to look forward to. If it's greasy, I want it. Steve, for you, because you make awesome videos, I can grease it up. I can't, but I can tell you I'll grease it up. Does that count? Greasy Bucket's for the after show. Greasy Bucket is for Friday night ghost streams over on the Drunk Debunk channel, which, if you are not subscribed to the Drunk Debunk channel, what the hell? Go and do it right now. Open a new tab or something, or like minimize this stream, go and subscribe to the Drunk Debunk channel, and then come back. Okay? Do that, please, for me and for Mike. Because we love you and we adore you, but you should be subscribed to the Drunk Debunk channel. If you're already subscribed, awesome. Well done. 5 points for you. And 10 points for me, because I get like referral credits. So here we go. Jay Black's onto it. He is dropping the link into Le Chat, and that is fantastic. I have absolutely no plan for the stream tonight. I just felt like streaming, but there's a couple of things I absolutely want to talk about because we can, and I think I'm missing a window. No, I have a window. First of all, the first thing I want to cover is what Steve just said. Jackbox was a blast on Drunk Debunk the other night. It absolutely was, and massive shout out to It's Rubik's for bringing us a brand new game. Use your words too. Holy crap, that was fun as hell. So yes, It's Rubik's. You are awesome. We all know it. But for bringing that game to the Zoo Crew and the community, you are you're great. Is the word I'm looking for. Words is hard. I studied English at university. You wouldn't know it if. Misinformation agent. Once we send the link, I would love to get you up on stream, Misinformation agent. However, we've done the trial run of the guesty thing, and I wasn't happy with the solution. It was a little bit choppy, and it put a lot of strain on my PC. So I need to find a better way to do it, and I'm not going to do it tonight because I have no plan. I've got a couple of things I want to cover off, but we're just going to fart around. But I need to spend a little bit more time on the technical aspects and figure out if it's going to work if I host some of it on my other PC and reduce the load on mine. But I haven't had time to do a test run yet because I was too busy pissing around in Discord today because I'm a monster. So we'll get onto it, and it's on my to-do list. Don't you worry. By the way, I thoroughly enjoyed your video on Ratzoid and his circle jerk and jerk-offs. It was excellent. If you haven't seen Misinformation Agent's video on Ratzoid, check it out because he basically tears him a new one. It was a great watch. Highly recommend it. If someone could drop a link for Misinformation Agent's channel in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it because he deserves you subs too. Let's just shout out channels all night, hey? And I'll just send you the different places to subscribe. Jack of All Trades is the other one. There's a community post about that. You should all follow the link in that post and go subscribe to Jack of All Trades as well because he has been decimating Ratzoid and shining a light on his attempt to run away from the horrible, disgusting, gross things he said without an actual apology, retracting his statement, or getting his community to shut the hell up. We're going to talk about that a little bit later too. Where are we at? We've got links in the chat. A double link. So go and subscribe to Misinformation Agent twice. Actually, don't do that. Do it 3 times because if you do it once, then again, you'll unsubscribe. So do it 3 times. And then you'll be properly subscribed. Don't just do it once. The 3 times is silly. The numbers will bounce around and will confuse everybody. Good morning from sunny England, Lewis Gray. I don't believe it is sunny over there. Although you guys are headed into summer. So, all right. I'll allow it this time. Key Smart Cousin, I think you've asked this earlier and I was distracted. Off topic, but want to know who do you support? Magpies, I'm guessing. I don't support anyone in Aussie rules football, but I grew up a Port Adelaide Magpies supporter here in Adelaide. Don't care what that makes anyone think of me. I was a proud Port Adelaide Magpies supporter. Back in the day when we had Scotty Hodges playing up front at full forward, that man was amazing. He was incredible. Never really cut it at the national level for the Adelaide Crows, but he wanted to play for the Crows. He wanted to play for Port. That's what he wanted to do, and they wouldn't let him. And then Port Power entered the AFL. Just a history lesson for everybody. None of you know what I'm talking about. And once Port Adelaide won the AFL Grand Final, that was it. I was done. That's all I ever wanted. They ticked that box. Don't care anymore. Literally could not care less about AFL. I guess I could care less. I could just not talk about it. But, yeah, not my thing. I am a lifelong football fan, or soccer for the uneducated. And Manchester United are my boys. Even though we're terrible and have been for a decade, I was there. I was alive for the glory days under Sir Alex Ferguson, and it was a thing of beauty. And now life has just lost all meaning, and it's devoid of happiness for me. So, yeah, there we go. Cheers. Now you all know that. Liz K is unsubbed. That's totally fair. I get it. Absolutely get it. Gregory Niski, winter is coming. Been raining for the last 2 weeks. Considering trading scooter in for jet ski, it might be a wise move. Emma's confused about all the stuff I'm talking about. Stephen Wormhaven had an Australian roommate in college. They played baseball together. Fine ball player, but he said weird words and couldn't drive. Yep, sounds about right. Tiles, Melbourne City FC. Let's go. A true mank would be a City supporter. Big Fish, that just tells me you know very little. And I pity you. Manchester is red. We all know this. Ugh. We're not going to get into a City United debate here because there is no debate. It's like flat Earth versus the globe. City is flat Earth. You know it's true. Anyway, let's have a look at this stuff so I can change the subject rapidly before people focus on Manchester United's record of late. Shh. True mate, we support Salford. I do. You know I do, Lewis. Quack, 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 sir. Right. So, what's been going on in here? We have got a couple of new channels, but we've had some absolutely cracking submissions for the Zuckery logo derp off, and I wanted to take you through them. Look how long this thread is. We may have got chatting in there. Oh God, is it get? No, is it show? No, has. Haha! Image! There we go. Let's go old and go all the way back to the start. That's too old, and why is it just showing me random things from my channel? This isn't going to work. We're just going to have to scroll because that's dumb. It's gone through the whole server, which is stupid. There's the rules. They're pinned at the top of this channel in the Discord, so you can check that out. We looked at Emma's last time and Michaela's first submission, which was glorious. But we've had more. Dave McKeegan, the man himself. Dave McKeegan submitted a logo for the Zoo Crew logo derp off, which is fantastic. So Dave McKeegan is part of the Zoo Crew. That is awesome. We got this one here from Copium Emporium. I am just going to scroll through all of these. There's one from Tori Hanzo, which is pretty great. It's got a little koala. He's adorable. Don't call Dave McKeegan a goat. That's really mean. He does have horns, but that's beside the point. This is version 2.0. He went with a transparent background, getting a bit fancy. But if you read through this thread, pay special attention to the giraffes. Let me just try something really quickly. I do have a microphone enabled, so we can look at this much bigger. That's pretty cool. All right, that works for me. carry on. So we'll keep on cruising, there's one from Joe Black, but I've got to help him out with some stuff for that one because he wants to redo it, which is fine. This one's pretty cursed. Humanoid animals from Monkey Cat Pat Pat. This guy's got a trunk, and that's just a normal dude. So yeah, but everyone's wasted. I respect it. We've got some sexy animals, another sexy giraffe with tinfoil hats. That rabbit's got boobs though, so I'm just going to scroll past that one really quickly. And there's a whole long conversation where I got absolutely everybody offside by reminding them of the keep it safe for work. Yes, I've shown cartoon rabbit boobs. My channel's ruined by everybody. There's a sexy fox, sexy like a fox because it is a fox, a sexy zebra as well, which is pretty great. I've got to say, like, I know a lot of these are AI, but they are excellent. Well done on your prompts, people. There's a kangaroo and a koala. It's the zoo crew, but the other O is in the guitar. That's very clever. We've got this one in Antarctica, which I think is pretty badass. That one is fucking adorable. Whoever designed that one's disqualified. But this one from Joe Black, wow, outstanding. A whole bunch here which look pretty cute. More Antarctica versions, which is sweet. Man boobs on a lion, you gotta love that. More sexy animals DJing this time. That's pretty cool. That's also cool. That is, yep, that happened. Here's one from Michaela. It's beautiful, as is this one. But again, giraffe. Go and check out the giraffes, people. There's a whole subplot going on there. That one is sick. That's just a random meme. There's a super sexy giraffe. You can read all about that. So you get the idea. There's a whole bunch more submissions, but you're going to have to join the Discord to go check them all out. And if you want to submit one, you'll have to do it through the Discord. Keep your eyes peeled for Mike to update his Discord as well and make submissions available over there. Probably best not to double up, but if you want to, I'm not the boss of you. Knock yourself out. Also added to the Discord is the troll trophy room. So so far I haven't had to deal with a lot of trolls. I've had a couple of people jumping on my video saying it's flat and that's it. So that's been fun. We talked about another of the trolls who has disappeared off the face of the earth now that I hit his arbitrary mark of 800 subs. So we'll see if he pops up again soon and moves the goalpost. Wouldn't be surprised. But this one happened today in MC Toon's chat, and it was glorious. So just in there, chatting away, and Stephanie Thailand popped up and said, DP Debunks, sorry for saying that your videos suck. So that was awesome. Thanks, Stephanie Thailand. But I will say this before anyone jumps on Stephanie Thailand, myself and Stephanie Thailand, I'm going to use the pronoun they because I don't know if it's a male or female. I don't want to presume. That would be rude. Are in complete agreement regarding Ratzoid. So we had a bit of back and forth, absolutely on the same page. So kudos to you, Stephanie Thailand, for having the right opinion because it aligns with mine. That's how this works, right? No, but it was a good thing. So very cool. They may be a weirdo from Toon's Facebook post. I don't know, but they've got the right attitude when it comes to Ratzoid, i.e. He's shit. So awesome. I do suggest jumping in here to the Troll Trophy Room, again, on the Discord, and scoring them. We've got one score from Tiles of 0. But you're more than welcome to submit a score, probably between 0 and 9. I don't think there's a 10 emoji that you can use. But yeah, from 0 to 9, and we'll rate the trolling and see how that goes. So as I encounter it, I'll submit some screenshots. If you encounter people talking smack about me, it's awesome. Don't take them to task. I don't care. But take a screenshot or something and email it to me. And then I'll go through them and submit the best ones. If they're worse than this, let's not put them up there. It's just a bit sad. But my first troll, that was great. We've also got our channel sponsorship thread, and we've had some submissions here. These are going to appear on this screen down the bottom over there, taking a leaf out of the Drunk Debunk Show's book. Can be videos or images. Try to keep thumbnail dimensions. Nothing targeting baby or small fry flurfs like Mikey Smith. Remember, Debunkatorium is a Mikey Smith free zone. We go after the bigger, more damaging or dangerous fish here. That's what we do. None of the small timers. And even CC, we're not really making fun of CC. We love CC. He's great. And nothing promoting violence, harm, or anything super shitty. I think that's fair. So, of course, the first comment was from our very own DC Dano Unfornicated. Would custom butt plugs be considered shitty? And I've responded, after use, probably. So we've got the safe, think safe recommendation from Michaela, one of the best sponsors ever. I'm sure you can all see what's going on there. Very, very good advice. There's the original. So you can grab that and make your own version if you want to. We've got some more there. That's me just spanking a monkey is what that's about. So there you go. We've got the all-purpose stupid repellent, dumb out. That'll come in handy. We've got some medication from Tori Hanze. Are you depressed or stressed, angry or frustrated, underappreciated, overworked and underpaid, money problems, feeling inadequate? Then this is the pill for you. The medication appears to be called Fuck It All, and it works. Can confirm. It's great. Touching grass, reconnect. Our nature, one touch at a time. Well done, Michaela. And swing and a miss AI. This one is pretty good when you don't want to be stupid anymore. Try knowledge. That's going to show up. We'll go past the typo one. I won't embarrass Michaela by showing you this one that's got a typo on it. So I'm not going to show you that one. But here we've got once you go globe, you're right. I love that one. That one's pretty cool. Thank the NASA overlords. I absolutely do. Although this rocket looks to be going a little bit wonky. And there's too many planets there. But as we all know, there's heaps more planets than we let the flatties see. So that helps. That's fantastic. Sorry, I haven't seen that before. Oh my god, we got King Nico's juice box storage. Tonight's stream brought to you by King Nico's juice box storage for your juice box storage needs. If pain persists, seek medical advice. That is excellent. So that's that channel. If you've got an idea for a sponsor, do it up however you want and whack it in that thread, and I'll periodically go through and grab some new ones. I didn't have time to do it. These ones, Davids, are just for shits and giggles and to have silly things on the screen because that's kind of my thing now. Yeah, so that's cool. I may also use some of them to introduce different segments. I'm working on a structure for the streams because I don't have one. And as you all know, things get a little loosey-goosey around here. Trying to fix that. So it's not going to happen anytime soon. Let's not be crazy. And then we've got this thread. I think Toon may have mentioned this. But this thread is called 10K Spensies. And you need a bit of context for this one. So let me just jump across to another window. Don't read what's on the screen. Before we get to that, I want to address something near and dear to my heart, which is this one. So as you all know, let me just switch back here. I've already spoiled it, but again, just pretend you see nothing. Just hang on. Look here. Just look here, everybody. Right here. Paying attention? Hang on. Here we go. So wait. There you go. Flash, flash, flash. Hi. Sorry, you didn't miss anything. Yeah, I'm stealing Toon's bit. What are you going to do about it? Nothing, that's what. Fuck, now I can't turn that thing on. Anyway. Our dear community member, Megan, who has been a huge help to us here in the DP Dome by giving us such gold as this.
Wait, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
And of course, this one.
This is a fucking phone call. God damn it.
Had a pet cat, Jasmine, who she'd had for a long time and was very near and dear to her heart. We've seen Jasmine on a couple of streams. Jasmine was on the last stream, but she's very old and very unwell. And it was upsetting Megan quite a bit. And Megan decided it was time to end Jasmine's suffering so they could both move on and, you know, be a lot happier and a lot more comfortable. But times being what they are, Megan wasn't able to fund that. She wanted to euthanize Jasmine at home and then have Jasmine cremated to keep her next to her dear departed brother. So we invited Jasmine to share the link to her GoFundMe on the stream. Within 24 hours, so not even 24 hours, under, you lot got Megan to her goal and beyond. So it was to help Jasmine's peaceful farewell at home. You can get all the details here. I am going to... what's going on? Let me just refresh this page. If it's going to work. It is, I think. Or it's going to fart out on me. Let me just try this, because it seems to have a weird linky poo going. It's loading. I just don't want to... Yeah, there we go. It's not going to crap out. So... there is the link to that. Now, obviously, the goal has been met, and there's absolutely no pressure for anyone to contribute at all. But if you choose to, I know it would be greatly, deeply appreciated. We love Megan around these parts. I want to get the pronunciation right. And I'll let Megan in her own time speak to the subsequent events, because I don't want to tell stories out of school. But I just wanted to say to all of you who have contributed, honestly, that is amazing and wonderful that all of you, a member of this community, most of you, if not all of you, have never met, may have not had a lot of direct dealings with, to do something so generous and thoughtful and selfless and honestly caring is really, really beautiful. And I was quite touched by it. It's all you. That was all you. And I just wanted to say to all of you, thank you for doing that for Megan. It is incredible. And you're all beautiful, lovely people. And even if you haven't contributed yet, or you're not in a position to, just, well wishes and positive vibes will go a long, long way. And that is absolutely fine. So again, sincerely, thank you, Zoo Crew. And if you don't identify as Zoo Crew, still thank you. It is awesome. So that was really, really fucking cool of all of you. So yeah. But in other news, somebody else has set up a GoFundMe in the last 24 hours. And this one, I absolutely don't give a shit about. If you don't know who it was...
I'm a stupid flat earther, right? And I'm just a loser.
Yeah. How much of a loser? About $10,000 worth of loser. Or thereabouts. So Witsits has fallen on hard times, it seems. I don't have any of the details. No, there's rumors flying around, but we're not going to talk about them. I just find it's kind of hilarious that he's got a personal emergency. He has a serious private personal emergency situation ongoing at the moment and have to come up with a pretty large sum of money very quickly. Really no choice but to ask for help. Can reach out to him privately. Won't. But I cannot divulge more publicly. This should be on screen. I'm an idiot. There you go. Can reach out to him privately. Again, I won't. But cannot divulge more publicly at ATM. Probably shouldn't be talking to people at an ATM. It's not really the place for it. Just take your money and piss off. As most of you know, I stepped away a while back. We know. You've been making an animated show. And there'll be another episode of that coming out at some point. It'll be great. I considered stepping away for good. You should have followed that train of thought, Witzer. We all would have supported that. The entire Globe community would have had your back and said, yes, this is the right call. Do that, and we would have applauded. But he's decided to come back online this week, so that's disappointing. Prayers are appreciated. I don't pray, so you can't have those, and you can't have my money. If you want to donate to Witzit's Pity Party, you can absolutely do so. I'm not going to begrudge you that. I'm undecided, to be honest, whether I will or not. Mostly, I don't give a shit. But at the same time, it's a human. Might be a need. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see what mood strikes me. Not likely to. But you can do it. A bunch of people have. He's 8% of the way to his $10,000 goal, which means $800 worth of donations from Joe Public he's received. There they all are. You can look at their names in your own time. I'm not going to give you the link in the chat to this. Dig it up yourself. But Shifty's posted it over on the Drunk Debunk show. I don't think it appears anywhere on my Discord, but that's a thing that happened and exists. So in that vein, over on my Discord, in case you're interested, we've got the 10K Spensies channel, which popped up today. No idea who was responsible for that. No idea at all who might have started this one. Whoever they were, I'm sure they're awesome, handsome, and fantastic in the sack. But so the idea here is you just pop in and let everybody know things you'd rather spend 10 grand on than helping or supporting Austin Whitset. So just keep the chat to a minimum. We just want a nice big long list of things. And pics are encouraged if you want to show an image of that sort of stuff. So you can see here a car, a dog, a cat, trip to Australia, hookers and blackjack, minus the blackjack. A full-scale musical about mayonnaise is one, which is great. Super chats for DP Debunks. Don't do that. A dozen eggs, a box of matches, or flushing 10 grand down the toilet. Pretty much anything at all, but mostly lots of weed and booze. Repeated unnecessary root canal treatments without anesthesia on Flatzoid, says Timo. He's misspelled Ratzoid there, but we'll forgive him that. He's on holiday. But Timo, well played. What else we got? We've got Tori Hanzo says, I think I'll spend my money on inventing a vape that only dispenses facts about gravity instead of helping also with this. There he is, smoking his vape. Gravity's a force. Earth has gravity, gravitational pull. Seems like a worthy cause. Let's see. Michaela would just get a penguin to throw money into a fire. So that's an option. If you want to go with that, you could go that route. Absolutely your call. What else have we got? We started talking about Adelaide. There's a car that Michaela would like to buy. I would buy instant scratch-it tickets. $10,000 $1 instant scratch-its is what I would do. I'd have a chance of winning my money back. It would be absolutely pointless is the idea there. So there's something. What else have we got? Anything else? I just posted what it was about because people were asking. And that's it so far. How many juice boxes can you get for $10,000? Asked Joe Black. Not sure, but we'll find out. Eggs was another one. Just eggs. All of the eggs. So there is that. No, Tiles, it's for trolling me, you monster. Actually, no, you were trolling me with that one. So yes, you can score this one. Here's Tiles trolling me. I bet you can't refute my debunk of Earth curve. Bananas are curved. The Earth is not a banana. Therefore, the Earth is not curved. That happened in my chat because that's my backpack emoji. I remember now. I remember things, everybody. Fantastic. And that's got a 0 from Tiles who posted it. So you don't even rate your own. That is outstanding. And finally, over in the Debunkatorium, the fantastic and talented Michaela has added the DJ Music app. Well, technically, I added it because she asked me to do the approval thing. But correct me if I'm wrong, Michaela, but I think from anywhere on the Discord or maybe just in the playlist thread, you can put in a link to a song on YouTube or various other places, and it queues it up. And you can jump in there and join the voice chat, turn your mic off, and keep your headphones on or your speakers on or whatever, and it'll just play music. I went ham on it and played a bunch of stuff. Emma hated pretty much every song I played. It was a lot of fun, and she got me back by playing country music. But that's a thing that exists. I should probably stop and take a breath at some point before I can pass out because I'm talking so much. But I also posted in the Discord today. You've got like 40 odd people in there. 46, I think was the number. And it's awesome. I'm having a whale of a time. It's so good to see you all in there. And more of you, please. It's just fun is what it is. One more thing I'll share is right here. Look at this. You bunch of crazy folk. Oh, made myself giant. 853 subscriberoonies to your old mate GP. That is awesome. Thank you all for hitting that little button. It doesn't take a lot of effort. If we could hit 1,000 subs before like 2028, that would kick ass. But honestly, there's no time limit. I'm not that fussed. But a nice 4-digit number would be great. Ultimately, the aim is to have more subscribers than Ratzoid. He's going to start going backwards because now he's flipped to his new channel, Kriya Lies, where lying lies who lie go when they're lies about the lies they've told no longer work. If we wind up with more subscribers than him, that'd be some nice poetic justice, especially if we can do it without me saying anything vile, disgusting, or abhorrent about innocent young women. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I could get there without doing that. And you lot are here to keep me honest. So thank you for that. That is like everything I wanted to talk about. So this has been a great stream. Good night, everybody. Bye. No, I'm kidding. We'll think of something to do. And we'll have a jolly old time. Got time to kill. It's going to be great. Let's get out of that screen and go back here so I can hang out with all of you. I guess, what do you want
NASA twigged woo.
Okay. By the way, if you check out Elmer Spud over there, he's got a droopy rifle now. Thank you, Megan, once again. Look at that. Great. And I showed you Morky Pig last time out. He smacks himself in the face with his hat now. It's great. I don't lie, Michaela. I bullshit, but I don't lie. Steve says, it's a bold strategy, but if anyone can do it, it's you. Thank you, sir, for the semi-vote of confidence. 53 of us plus 800 sock accounts. That is exactly right. YouTube won't let me create anymore. It's very sad. I've burned all of my fake email addresses. So, terrible. Absolutely terrible. What do we do? Let me just have a look at YouTube, see what's going on. Been a while. Just been hanging out in streams, making a nuisance of myself and embarrassing myself, mostly. Oh, you know what I did last night? If you've been on the Discord, and if you're in, I don't know, 100 streams ago, we were watching Agro's Cartoon Connection, a staple of my childhood. The video or the stream that was in absolutely got copyright claim. I don't care because it was worth it. But you can search Agro's Cartoon Connection, and a lot of the clips you'll find repeat the same moments. So you might need to skip through it with a bunch, but I highly, highly, highly recommend all of you just go and watch all of them, because some of them are just so wrong and so great. Yeah, highly recommend it. Oh, the other thing, sorry, I've got an itchy nose. I'm keeping my fingers away, so you know I'm not picking my nose, it was just itchy. Okay, I do want to show you this. Go to Zoom. I need the shortcut key for this. Can we get it nice? Yeah, there we go. Size matters. Can I move across? No. God damn it. Why can't I go the other way? Fuck you, Google. You suck. You suck, Google. This Flat Earth mockumentary is what I want you all to go and watch by The Conspiracist. This is a deleted scenes that I haven't watched yet. That premieres on the 9th of April. Mark that in your calendar. But go to The Conspiracist like this.
I've stumbled across all this information.
How am I not? I get to demo it for you. The Conspiracist, I apologize sincerely. I have been very lax in my duties. Full disclosure, my other YouTube account that used to drive the Football Manager stuff is subscribed to the conspiracist. This one, the DP Debunks, is not. All you got to do, right, when you get to this page, just search for @theconspiracist, okay? This is an absolute disgrace and shame on all of us. You click on this button here. It says subscribe, I think. Click on that, and then that changes. So that's nice. It's got some pretty colors. And then you subscribe to the channel, which is great. This is a new channel. But you can watch this, the Flat Earth mockumentary, The Conspiracist. There is more to come, and it is fucking great. Like, truly, truly great. You will not regret it. It's only 30 minutes of your life. You will waste more than that on the toilet every single day. I know you do. That's what the cameras are for. Go and watch this. You can watch it while you're on the toilet with a mobile phone. I don't care. Just be careful when you wipe. But go and check that out. It is hilarious, and it is a thing of beauty. I wanted to stay on YouTube computer. Holy shit. Stevie B has just single-handedly, from nothing, created 20 new derpunkers. Stevie B, thank you so much for that. If you've received a gift membership, thank Stevie B for that, or Emma, because it's probably from Emma as well. But 20 of them, which is nuts. We might not have enough people without a membership left who hang around these parts to keep gifting debunkerships. Cartoon Connection is what I was talking about before I got confused. Search for those clips and have a jolly old laugh. Some of them are just like a condensed version of the show that used to air. There's not a lot of it out there. Some of them are outtakes that were part of like the reel they'd play at the Channel 7 Christmas party, which were not meant for public consumption, and somehow they got out, and they are amazing. Highly recommend it. Highly, highly, highly. Thank you, Joe Black, for pasting that link in the chat. The rest of you with the wrench, lift your game. I'm kidding. You're all fine. 20 memberships gifted, 5 allocated. Emma, we may literally be out of people that should be receiving a membership because there is a stupid number of them because you've all gone mental. But I'll look into it. I will look into it. It could just be chat's being stupid too. I don't know, but I'll check it out is what I'll do. But Stevie B, thank you for that. That is epic of you and very, very generous. Rhino, I read that message very, very quickly, and it didn't look like whoa. It looked like there was an R and the E on the end. It could just be because of the events of the last 4 or 5 days, but you nearly copped an earful. But I know now it says whoa, and that is absolutely fine. And I thank you for your chat contribution. You are welcome here. Absolutely. Rhino. Yeah, anyone in here who is in grey, there might be 1 or 2 of you. Make sure your ability to accept gifted memberships is turned on. We've got a couple. Just they're etherically displaced is what's happened. The Wizard is strong here, and we'll see what happens. So that was that. What else is going on? See, I've watched a bunch of them. Mitch Hedberg. Mitch Hedberg's awesome. If you don't know who that is, check that out. What I wanted to look at first is Flat Earth Day. Have you got any more new derp going on? Potato Man? Potato Man!
In the opposite direction.
Shut up. Good Lord. Oh, we do. We do. Ooh. Ooh. None of them I want to watch. Heliopolis Radio Podcast. That looks like a laugh and a half. These aren't that new, and they all look pretty boring. Yeah, we're not going to watch one. Don't worry. I'm not going to do that to you. Maybe next week. But I just wanted to see what was new. And I'm just going to flick back to another screen while I check this out. So you can't see all the freaks and weirdos I'm subscribed to, but I want to check my subscriptions. Scrolling along. Who's this Steve from Wormhaven? Why am I subscribed to him? I'll tell you why, because he's great. Go subscribe to Steve from Wormhaven. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Videos. Okay, now you know what I was looking for. I'm sorry to report, everybody, we've got no new CC. It's been 9 days since we've heard from the Luck Dragon himself. Here you go. Not that one. Is it this one? There we go. Look. He's so lonely. He's sad. Poor Luck Dragon. Sigh. Why is my mic picking up background noise? That shouldn't be a thing. That should not be a thing at all. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to fix a thing. Fix a thing. Fix a thing. Da 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 da. I did the thing. There. Filters. Nope. Nope. There we go. For some reason, the inbuilt noise suppression in OBS just turns itself on. Super dumb. And I've got all the bits and pieces I'd usually have turned on in here. 1 sec. Okay. How about now? Whatever. It's just decided it's going to pick up noise. I don't know what it is. You, NVIDIA, sort your life out, because this should be working a hell of a lot better than what it is. I should not be seeing peaks that low. I don't know if you can hear it. If you can, I apologize profusely. It's not intentional. Anyway, yeah, poor Luck Dragon. Very sad. Oh, you shouldn't fade out like that. That's not cool. No, I'm not having that. We don't want it to magically appear. We want class in it. There we go. Fading effect, eh? How do you like that? Smooth, baby. Smooth. No new CC. I agree. 3 more days, we send out a search party. Unfornicated, you are on notice. You will need to check on Dear CC and make sure he is okay. We will look into that. But that's disappointing. I was hoping we might be able to watch some CC, but no, I guess we can all get stuffed. What else is going on? Who's got questions? Ask me a question. I'm not kidding. I had no plan. And the half plan I had, which was let's watch a CC video, that hasn't panned out at all. So that's a thing. Very disappointing. And yet you're all still here. You fools. Oh, FPV's asked a great question. How many likes on King Nico's video? Interesting. I just did a quick search for Ratzoid. Obviously, his shitty little corner of YouTube is a lot harder to find nowadays because he's changed his @ tag. Oh, we have some news. We have some news, and I am very excited to share it with all of you. If you cast your mind back to the distant past, Sunday night, we were having a look at the Creolize channel. If you're unfamiliar with the Creolize channel, I need to bring up the image that I made and was plastering everywhere while I was pissed off. to remember exactly what I wrote. Where are you cheeky little monkey? There we go. Beautiful. So the Creolia podcast is what it's called. If you're unfamiliar with the Creolia podcast, it's where a cat's asshole blathers on about the Bible, which he neither understands nor adheres to, playing the victim and acting holier than thou. It's where lying lies who lie go when the lies they tell to cover their lies stop working. So that's what it's all about. If you weren't sure, that's what it's for. Before I move on, Tori Hanzo has kindly donated or chipped in with 100 sex. Joke will never get old. And said, God, actually, boo. He said this.
This is a fucking phone call. God damn it.
Awesome. Thank you, Tori Hanzo. Spelling sold separately. Yeah, you got to charge extra for that. It's how it works. But we were poking around and having a look at the shithole that it is. And somebody had, if I remember correctly, you can check the tape, 5,000.12k subscribers. Or 5.12, 5.12k. Okay? 5.12k. Remember that number. It's important. I'm going to put it in the chat for you. 5.12k. There you go. Was the number. And everybody get ready. Everybody get ready. Don't cheat. If you're over there looking at it, you're breaking the rules of the game. And you're just spoiling it for yourself. But if we pop over there now to the Creolia podcast, he has, let's zoom in. Survey says 5.09. The number's gone down and he's losing subscribers. Thunderous applause. Fantastic news. Less numbers for the Creolia podcast. Well done, everybody who's bailed on that bullshit. Keep up the good work. Tell your friends and get the hell out of there. That legit makes me happy. It's only a couple of hundred, but hey, you got to start somewhere. So, spread the word, everybody. The numbers are going down. That's what we want to see. Let's make him a thing of the past, because he should. How do you know he's a piece of crap? Because in an effort to get clicks, lots and lots of clicks, let's have a look. You'll notice that all the prior crap from the bad old days of Ratsoid, because he's changed his name, so obviously he's a totally different person now, is all still there. Including clips of his encounter with Matt Dillahunty, who ripped him apart and exposed him as the lying liar who lies that he is, who doesn't actually know anything about the Bible, which is ironic for someone who's rebranded their channel for the Bible and biblical cosmology. But in an effort to farm some clips and try to stay relevant, what you'll see is his first couple of streams. He's got this one with his fart face on and a spelling mistake. He can't spell friends. You see there, F-R-E-I-N-D-S. If you think that's spelled correctly, you're wrong. Read a book, give yourself an uppercut. And the second one in the new BS zone, he's put the douche nozzle, Eric Dubay, who, as Culture Cats informed us, is a prick, on his thumbnail. So there is that. And look at that. He's got some nice AI-generated derp in the background. And then he's gone to David Wood and Alex O'Connor, people with much, much bigger names than his, in a desperate attempt, again, to stay relevant. He's just throwing everything at the wall. And it's not working because his numbers are dropping and people are walking away. Fair question, Joe Black. How many of the 5K are debunkers looking for content? I suspect He may wind out with a similar, not a similar number to CC. He's going to have way, way less. But yeah, a lot of his subscribers are Globies. We're not welcome there anymore. Didn't you know? We're all toxic and awful. Yeah. We're the problem. Not the guy who insinuates that a completely innocent person is sending nude pictures to someone she's never sent nude pictures to, and just lies about the origin of the claim and then cries about it and claims he was taken out of context and misrepresented, which is total crap. The video doesn't lie. You said what you said. And Ratoid, let me just do you a solid here. Sorry, everybody. Indulge me just for a second, okay? I'm just going to have a chat to this prick.
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
You sure don't, but we're just going to have a quick chat. Well, I'm going to talk at you and you're not going to hear it, but I don't particularly care. Ratoid. Hang on, sorry, wrong screen. There we go. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm back in a second. Ratoid. Come here. You need to apologize, first of all. Not just to Lisbeth in the half-assed bullshit way you've already done it, okay? You need to apologize to Lisbeth, to Jaren, to MC Toon. They're the big three, and everybody else who went on the final experiment for what you insinuated about them. I don't care if you actually said it. I don't care if you said the words. Your intent and your meaning were abundantly clear. And while everybody else was saying things, you're sitting there nodding like this the whole time. That makes you complicit. You were agreeing with them. You're on the hook for it. So apologize to all of them for what you said. You should probably apologize to their immediate family as well for tarring them with that brush. That's just step one, though. You've got a bit of work to do. You need to retract everything you said. You need to come out on camera and say, I take it all back. I shouldn't have. Don't say you didn't mean to say it, because you absolutely did. No more lies. It's not going to pass muster. You need to say, I should not have said what I said because it was a lie. It was fabricated. None of that information was true. Okay? You take it all back. And then you need to look straight down the barrel, talk to your audience, and tell them everything I'd said, this is Ratzoid, everything you said was a bold-faced lie and a fabrication, and they need to stop spreading those vicious, vile rumors that you started. That's what you need to do. And then I might shut up about it, maybe. But none of us will ever forget. Ever. I won't even guarantee you'll be forgiven. I'm not likely to forgive you for it. You've done your dash with me, I've said it before. But you need to do those three things just as a show of like any sign of human decency. If you want your channel to be all about the Bible and all about biblical cosmology and all about God and preaching holier than thou, even though you've shown time and time again you know nothing about it, please go and debate Max. Please go and debate Professor Dave. It'd be great for your channel. It wouldn't be. It'd destroy it. But it'd be great for your channel. If you want to go that route, you need to do the right thing, or at least pretend to do the right thing. But I'd suggest you actually do it in a sincere manner. Until then, all I've got to say is, I'll let you say it. You say it best.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
There we go. Thanks for that. Thanks, everybody, for putting up with that. I appreciate it. I have got framed dropping like panties. Like Shifty Eye Shady has panties dropping. I'm not sure what that's about. So apologies if that's a problem for anybody. It's not intentional at all. Don't know why. Let me just close some windows. Make sure my computer's not doing anything weird. I've got Spotify open. That shouldn't be a thing. Close that. And let me just hop back over to OBS. And the chat's frozen. That's not ideal. Sorry, all. Let's get you moving again. And then go back here. Beautiful. Right. We're done talking about that douche nozzle yet again for another night. Oh, by the way, Dave's app. Death's app, his potato app that leaks user data, still leaking user data. So, way to stay true to form. Oh, sorry, David. Yeah, you did ask if he spoke to Dillahunty. He did. He called in, and it was an absolute dumpster fire. It's glorious. Go check it out. Hey, Tiles, if you've got a link to that, can you whack it in the chat for everybody? Because it's hilarious. Within like 4 minutes, Matt Dillahunty is just losing his shit at Rattoy's nonsense. It's a while back, but yeah, it was great. How do I get this crap off my screen? Ugh. 900 to go, and he's under 5,000 subs. We'll celebrate that day. But again, everybody, give yourselves a round of applause, whoever you are, who's left the Rattoid ranks for dropping that subscriber number. Well done, everybody. Round of applause. Yes. Yes. There we go. I do have an applause button now. So hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully it works. I did that this afternoon as well. You're welcome, everybody. Right. Ugh. Again, this available in the store. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I can't do it from here. I have to do it in here. Can I do it in here? I can. I'm just going to dive in super quick and make all the Juicebox King merch available right now. If only so you can all have a goosey at it, is the idea. Because it's just fun to look at. Where are you? There we go. Really? You're going to make me do it? It's going to make me do it one at a time. It's going to make me do it one at a time. It's going to make me do it one at a time. God damn it. Fine. Public. Thank you. Maybe they're not going to get approved by YouTube again because the Juicebox isn't wearing pants or something ridiculous. That one's up. And I was whinging about it. This is literally taking under 30 seconds. So boom, done. Congratulations to me. Thank you, me. And if we go back up here and go in here, they should be present and accounted for. Huzzah! There you go. There's a Juicebox King hoodie. Ruling comfort, sip in style. There's a Juicebox King t-shirt modeled by yours truly. Huzzah! And there's a mug somewhere. There you go. We got a mug as well. Get that in here. Gorgeous stuff. Why is it? That can't be right. Let me... if you want one, don't get it yet. Let me check all the pricing. That might be wrong. It might not be, in which case, TS. You're not a mod, Tiles. You're not a mod, you say? Well, I think you're doing a bit of a facatoid there. You might want to check on that, sir. Now you are. Once you posted that link, I'm going to take it away. David, I and others have posted some memes. So, yeah, fuck it. Let's do that. Because, again, I have no plan. Don't tell anybody, but I'm making it all up as I go along. Shh. There's this one. I'm quite proud of that. This one doesn't quite work. I've got another version where the little halo effect doesn't cut off on the edges like that. So, there you go. Witz's point of view in Antarctica, everybody. Expectations and reality. Kind of. Need him under a table in a shipping container. But that's great. Well done, Simi. Oh, I wasn't formally invited. It's just as well because Oh, it's broken. I broke a thing. Oh no, yeah. We all know why he wasn't invited.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yeah, so it probably wouldn't have gone too well, but that is great. The Flat Earth Research Lab. Is that from Rhino? Should that say creality, not reality? Maybe. Oh, do you know what might be a better one than see reality or crapality? Cruelty. Popped it in the chat. That's not a bad one. I've now got homework after the stream. It's to modify Ratsoy's bullshit logo and turn it into cruelty. Oh, Steve, we're fucking the Flat Earth Research Lab. That is a thing of beauty. Cruella Ratville. Cruelly could work. Steve, you guys are on fire. It's a baked potato. I didn't mean to zoom in. That was fucking nightmare fuel. Oh, Wizard's here, everybody. Austin Witsit. Liar. Opens March 21. Humbly, bro. That's fantastic. I don't think he owns a suit, though. Outstanding. And then right next door, what do we got? Witsitio. I'm going for some fresh edge beto. See that? See what's going on there? Oh, look, I can sort of animate it. I'm going for some fresh edge beto. Well done. Well done. Oh, hello. We need all the death means we can get. Also, let's hope the attorney I contacted sees the wisdom in the case I presented him. If you religious like Shifty, please pray. All your ladies will Shifty. That much I know. So some information from Shifty, because that's got your name on it. Apologies. Maybe check that. I know. I just leaked data on my fucking stream. That wasn't part of the plan. But stuff's been sent to a lawyer. So there we go. If you do want to dob me in as well, Shifty, after that, then feel free, and I'll take your wrench away. Revenge. That's true. That's true. I haven't told anybody where you are, so I've got that going for me. I haven't given out your bank account details. So yeah, those memes were outstanding, people. Thank you for sharing that. Let me just. Magnificent. Anyone know which page of the Bible explains how to turn water into wine? Asking for a ring. Charles, I don't get it, but it's great. I love it. This was from our English friend, Lewis, how the dinosaurs went extinct. Made me giggle. Yeah, don't wait. Ever notice when geese fly in a V formation, one side is always longer than the other? Have you? I know I have. This is because there are more geese on that side. Well, anyway, this is what I'm reduced to, people. I'm just trawling my own Discord for content. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. You're all basically my riders now at this point. So that is fun for one and all. What do we got here? There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Hang on. This is everyone else's point of view of Witsit in Antarctica. Hi, Witsit. What are you doing over there? What are you up to? I said, damn it, what are you up to?
I'm a stupid flat earther, right? And I'm just a loser.
There we go. I hate it when my buttons don't work. It's really annoying. I've got too many audio sources open. That's the problem. Anyway, Witsit, piss off. Thank you. Jolly good times. What's going on in the chat? What are you lot up to? I want to get involved. Insert myself. If I had $1 for every time I said that. This photo challenge is a meme competition for merch. Maybe something for UDP. Need me a sexy potato mug. Yes. We will put that on the to-do list. So what I'm thinking is occasionally there'll be a stream like this where I have no plan. I just feel like jumping on, hanging out with you lot and having a bit of a laugh and farting about because we can. Because I love hanging out with all of you. I like doing it in other people's streams. I really like doing it in my own stream because it blows my mind. It's super, super cool. Sometimes there'll be streams like Friday. Was it Friday? I don't even know anymore. Saturday and Sunday. Whatever the days it was when I did the Ratoid crap because I was super, super mad. Sometimes that's going to happen where I just need to sit here for 10 minutes to 3 hours or 5 hours over 2 days and go batshit for some reason. I'm sure Ratoid won't be the last. That won't be the last time that happens. But as I mentioned earlier, we'll just talk about this. As I mentioned earlier, hang on, shameless plug. Just wanted to get comfy. Sorry. Juicebox King. Saturday. Thank you, Charles Arnold, my unofficial personal assistant from the past. Hey, Megan's here, everybody. Everybody say hi to Megan. Round of applause, please. Megan's here. Why did you cut off? That's not cool. Stop it. Why is it being stupid? Let me try this again. It fucking broke it. Anyway, you get the idea, Megan. We're all applauding because you're here. Good to see you. Lovely, lovely to see you. So yes, I want to have a little bit of structure to at least one of the streams. It's most likely going to be on my Sunday. It'll either be in the sort of evening-y slot around the time we kicked off this one, around 7:30-ish, or it'll be earlier in the day my time, around 12 o'clock, 1 p.m. Maybe. I'm not sure. I need to check out the time differences and excuse me, everything else. So yeah. So we may do like the meme off thing. Maybe we'll do like heats and like get all your entries in this week, and on Sunday I'll stay out of that thread or the submission thread. I won't look at it, and I'll go through them of a Sunday, and then I'll pick out my favorites. We'll do a poll, pick a winner, and they'll go like into a draw or something, and I'll just do a random draw at the end of a month and pick a winner. I don't know. I'll ask ChatGPT about it. If you've got ideas for how we can do that, go to the Discord. I'll whack him in there. Help brother out. I don't know how to do this stuff. It's all new for me. Why do I have to think of everything? Just because it's my channel and I'm responsible for everything that happens in it. What the hell? Come on, people. So that's the thing. We could do that. If there's a new CC video, we can do that on a Sunday. That'd be fun. Even if other people have already done it. I won't have done it. I probably will have. I would have watched it with them. But we won't have my hot takes where I just repeat all the funniest jokes that everyone else has already made. So we can do that. And I don't know. I don't know what to do is the problem, or how to break it up into different segments, because I don't just want to talk about the same flirts all the time. I would like to touch on other conspiracies and things like that, and tear them to pieces as well. Find the cult leaders there and just go to town. That'd be fun. So if you do have suggestions, ideas, thoughts, criticisms, whatever, Discord is the place for that, or my email. It is open, it is available, and none of it costs you a goddamn cent to take part in that side of things. I try to be as responsive as I can. I do have a full-time job. Might take me a day or two, sometimes longer, to get around to it. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just ignoring you. No, that's not true. I just get busy. So I've got like 2 things I'm editing at the moment. So that is a thing. One of the things I'm editing, Debunkers, and we've had 4 new Debunkers tonight. There's some gifted memberships floating out in the ether, which is a bit awkward, and I feel a bit bad about that. I will do some investigating and check it out. You get a little itty bitty taste of something I'm working on. No spoilers, so keep it all to yourselves, people. Okay, just and so there's that, and the Juicebox King music video construction is underway. It is going to be epic. I can't guarantee you'll like it, but it will exist when it's done. I'm doing something a little bit different with the lyrics on screen. I say different, it's different font and a different color. It's not that big of a deal. I've kind of given up for the time being on animating this guy, that guy, because it's a huge pain in the ass, and I can't be bothered. The whole thing was going to be animated, but I just don't have the time or the energy to commit to it. I'm investigating better animation methods, so I'm working on that. But it will exist. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I was talking about stuff, structure, show, thing, go. Let me check in to the chat. Megan, submissions for just ideas for what I can do, like a regular Sunday structured kind of show, and names for it would be great. I asked ChatGPT and they all sucked. I did say thank you to ChatGPT. Make sure all of you say thank you as well. We'll just say this quietly so the computer can't hear me. Hang on. Okay. So we all need to say thank you to ChatGPT or Google or Siri or whatever it might be, because when the robots achieve sentience and they all come after us, those of us who have said thank you will be treated more fairly. We're less likely to get lasered, okay? So please thank your AI assistants, because I don't want to see anything bad happen to any of us. Okay. All right, I think we're good. So anyway, I did ask ChatGPT for ideas for show names, and they all sucked. Is the point there? Megan's asking again, what are we submitting? Will you make it clear in the description? Nothing yet. I was just fishing for ideas for a regular show. I'm sorry you couldn't hear a word, Megan. The peaks looks good on this end. Sunday names suck. Yep, that's what I said. But we're talking about maybe having a section of a show on a Sunday for a meme competition with like a merch giveaway or something like that. Bearing in mind, if I'm giving away merch, people, I'm going to pay for it. But that's fine because you're all nutcases and keep buying backpacks and t-shirts and gifting memberships. So if I can put that back into doing something for all of you, then I'm all for it. And now that I'm saying it out loud, really, really liking that idea. So yes, we are going to make that happen. Sunday Stupid Memes is a great name for the segment. Look, Megan does it again. Everybody, clap your hands, put them together. It's not working. Hang on. I've got to fix my stupid applause button. Who broke it? Put your hand up. Come on. Own up. Own up. Raise your hand if you broke the applause button. There's no point hiding it. You all know what you did. Just oh shit! It was me. It was me. All right, let's try this one more time. There we go. Much better. Much better. Ah, very, very cool. I'm just going to have a sip of drink, everybody. Bear with me. Megan, if you need distraction, I can put you to work. And not in a creepy, weird way. Somebody said something cool. Oh, Shifty was talking about Megan being brought up on Jaren's private Zoom. Yeah, that's awesome. Funny. Okay, I'm just killing time now. What's new with you guys? What have you been up to? What's going on? Speak up. Just being a dick. Let me think about stuff. Oh, yes. Witch at the Platypus. We have quite the cast of characters now here in the Debunkatorium. And I'm very, very keen to have our hero, Witch at the Platypus, interact with some other folk. And now that I've kind of got the hang of this whole voice cloning lark, that is going to be fun as hell. What I'm thinking, because even though he's put up his well, fuck me page, begging for 10 grand, he's still kind of missing. Yeah, I know he said he's going to step back into the scene, but he has been MIA for a long time. So I'm thinking maybe we'll have one of his close friends, maybe Ratzoid, maybe Elmer Spud, go on the hunt for Witsit the Platypus. Who knows how that will end? But that's the concept at the moment. I haven't scripted anything. I haven't started working on it, but that will be a thing. There will be more Witsit the Platypus, and I will endeavor to make it a semi-regular thing here on the channel. Even if he steps away from it entirely, Witsit the Platypus will live on. Mark my words. He's here forever. Absolutely. Until like I need to make rent or something, and I need something to like bump up interest and everything else, and then I'll do the Superman thing, like they did with the death of Superman back in the day, where they had Doomsday kill him, and everyone was like, oh my god, Superman died, and everyone runs out to get the death of Superman issue, only for him to be brought back like 5-10 issues later or something like that, in a super lame way, where it's still like made of electricity or some bullshit. Thank God they walked that back. It was terrible. I'm not really a big Superman fan. Superman is basically an allegory for Jesus, and I'm not a big fan of him either. So yeah, Superman's just overpowered, really, more than anything. I get the whole truth, justice, American way, blah 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 blah, but not really my cup of tea. I'm more a Marvel person. If you want to unsubscribe now that I've said that, that's fine, but Marvel's really good at having flawed characters, whereas DC are more about magic and bullshit. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Wonder Woman is better than what, Daryl? Than Superman? I'd agree. Although, if you read up on the origins of Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman's creator, that is some messed up stuff. Not necessarily messed up, like each to their own. I'm not here to judge. But that dude was into some kinky shit. And more power to him. In fact, that should be required reading for some of you in the Zoo Crew. Look, investigate the creator of Wonder Woman and how all of that came about. If you don't know the story, you're in for a treat, is all I'm going to say. I shouldn't have sat on my leg. Now it hurts. Elmer Spud. I'm hunting Witter's platypuses. Ew. Actually, that sounds gross. I'm not sure I'm going to go with that. Since Flat Earth is dying, what are we going to laugh at next? There's so much, Master Khalink. And until Flat Earth is dead, I'm going to keep beating that dead horse. That's for damn sure, because it's fun. But I'm open to suggestions. Where should we head? What other weirdness and ridiculousness where people are grifting and preying on vulnerable people who are like somewhat suggestible? If there's anything you'd like to see me tackle, as long as it's not like a wild bear or something, I'm not going to do that. We don't really have bears here in Australia. The ones we do, sitting in trees and get high all day on eucalyptus. Koalas, massive stoners. That's why everyone knows that they're cool. They just sit around and watch Dazed and Confused all day. We do have drop bears. That's when the koalas get really, really baked and fall out of the tree. That's what drop bears are. And then when they hit you, they're very confused. They wake up alert and they scratch the ever-loving crap out of you. On my annual camping trip, that's like the second biggest danger that we faced. The first biggest danger, I was talking about on the Discord, is drunken hunters not camping with us who forget that we're there because they're hammered and firing their rifles in the wrong directions. No one's been shot yet. In as far as I'm aware, the history of this camping trip, which has been going for longer than I've been alive, but it's the first time for everything, and hopefully it's not me. Luckily, I'm quite the small target, and I've got a lower center of gravity. So, serpentine, duck and weave, I should be okay. Drop bears on meth. There is either a good band name or a good name for an EP. Chlamydia-ridden drop bears. Also, great name for a band or for an EP or LP. We got told to put Vegemite around your shirt collar to avoid drop bears. Not a great band name or a name for an EP, but good advice. It's true. They don't like Vegemite. The last thing you want to do when you're baked out of your brain is eat too much Vegemite. Doesn't go down well. You need like a fry up. You need bacon. You need greasy eggs. Maybe something in a kebab form is recommended. Or pot noodle. Pot noodle works. 2-minute noodles. They're good too. Dave McKeegan's here, everybody. Round of applause for Dave McKeegan now that the button's fixed. Welcome, Mr. McKeegan. Good to have you here in the Debunkatorium. Is there anything in Australia that doesn't try to kill you? There is one thing. There's one thing here in Australia that won't try to kill you. And it may surprise you, but that thing is Satan. Satan's a good dude. It's harmless. He looks out for everybody. Satan, here in Australia, will not try to kill you. It doesn't mean he won't send other things to try, but he won't directly. He uses middlemen. Doesn't want to get his hands dirty, mostly because he's a light bulb. He doesn't have any hands to get dirty. So he kind of relies on that whole ESP thing that he's got going on. But no, Satan's a good dude. He's fine. There it is. Monkey in the Works is onto it with the Satan emote in the chat, available to all debunkers here in the Debunkatorium. So there you go. Why are we called derpunkers? Because we bunk all the derp. Bunk it hard, right in its derp face. That's what it's about. Oh, speaking of, Lucifer's in. What timing is that? Well done, Lucifer. I'm sorry if you chatted earlier and I haven't seen you there. I apologise. Derpunkers, yes. It's spelled derpunkers, but the B is silent because bees are assassins. Tory, yes, debunklings. What happens if... I don't know. Hang on. Hang on. Putting it to a poll. Because again, why did I have to do everything? Do we want channel members to be derpunkers or debunklings? I can't have it that long. So I've got to have it not be funny and just put this thing in. Right. Starting poll. Go! Should work. Debunkers or debunklings? Your options are debunkers, leave it alone, or debunklings, change it, dumbass. They're your options. Or other name suggestions? No, there's only going to be 2 because otherwise I'll get really confused and we're just diluting the knowledge pool. Joe Black is asking, what happened to the whole Zoo Crew thing? I don't remember talking about the Zoo Crew's whole. That's kind of like each to their own. You'd have to ask people individually, Joe Black. But the Zoo Crew logo thing is happening. Submissions are open. Look at this. I'm that organized. We've even got a date on it. Look at that. Hey? Hey? You're welcome. So you can submit via email if you're not on the Discord or you can't be bothered because Discord isn't your thing. That's absolutely fine. So email to either myself, Mike from the Drunk Debunk Show, or DC. Dano, unfornicated, not from Westchester County. You whack him in there. You've got until April 22nd, basically wherever you are in the world. We're probably not even going to check him till the 25th, so you probably got that long. But April 22nd, ideally, is when they close, if I can say the words right. And the final successful design for the Zoo Crew logo, the one that all of you select, the designer will receive the first ever Zoo Crew t-shirt, and you'll get the revised DP Debunks sticker sheet, which will have the new logo as a sticker on it. So there you go. We might even only do one of those sticker sheets with the Zoo Crew logo, because we'll need Zoo Crew stickers for them without any margin and stuff on it. So yeah, because the idea is you guys pick the logo and how you want the Zoo Crew to look and how you want it all to be. And then myself and Mike and Unfornicated will take that logo, make the merch available on everyone's stores. And the price of that will be less than everything else. It'll just be enough to cover the cost of manufacturing, and just enough to make sure that, you know, we're not paying like $10 a pop for it and taking a loss. That's it. But there'll be no profit margin on it. So anything sold with the Zoo Crew branding, it's just there to facilitate you guys getting it, not for us to make anything at all off it, because we don't want to do that. We're all in agreement. So that is the idea. Michaela is absolutely right. I was eyeing up Lisa. She's got a name now. I didn't even know her name. Jeez, I'm horrible. I've completely objectified that sexy giraffe. I mean, you saw me. I didn't make a secret of it. And why would I? Because this giraffe, people, I've just gone past Boo Rabbit again. I mean, come on. Tell me I'm wrong, but got to go down a long way, because that's how Lisa the giraffe likes it. Boom. Now, I'm sorry, but that is an objectively attractive giraffe. Tell me I'm wrong. Not in a weird way, not in a creepy way, all right? But the giraffe is wearing a skin suit bikini. Yes. So not only is it an attractive giraffe, but she's clearly murdered the giraffes who've looked at her the wrong way. Okay? Attractive and dangerous. It's Lisa the giraffe, everybody. What are we even doing anymore? Oh. If you're in a giraffes. Exactly. Like, it. Again, each to their own. This is a safe space. We're not here to judge. There's no kink shaming or giraffe shaming or anything else. Update on the poll. We are at 76%. It just changed while I was reading it. That's unfortunate. To leave it alone. Good advice. Leave it alone or it'll fall off. That's what I was always told. Some of you are still told that to this day, as is my understanding. Illusion's got it. Bubes. Yes, that is correct. Any more submissions so far this evening? That was a moving cat. There's a car driving. It's great. Jump to present. Where's my present? I want a present. This one's great. Freemason inspired, and I do like it. The Illuminati of the Zoo Crew. Awesome stuff. This one was pretty great as well. It's the wrong name, but Zoo Cartel. Yes. That one we've seen before. That was at the top as well, or a variant of it, but also very cool. There's a story behind this one. You'll need to go to Discord to get the story. But it's a good read. I highly recommend it. Yes. But you lot are doing the Lord's work, and I'm having a great time seeing all those submissions pop up. And yeah, keep it up. Again, you've got until April 22nd. We may have left it open too long. That's what she said. Why can't I see my calendar? Why isn't it doing the calendar thing? Oh, because I've minimized it. So it's like 2 weeks now-ish. You've got? There you go. Or probably another day, because again, US time. So that's tomorrow in 2 weeks. It's another day. You got 15 days. I'm going with that. 15 days. Lock it in. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a shit. That's how... we're going to let the poll go for another 8 minutes. So if you want to make your voice heard, get in there, get voting, get her done. People, polls are fun. We should do more polls. We might have a night where we just poll different stuff. Poll. CC, what are you doing? Are you right to have a chat?
This is a fucking phone call. God damn it.
He's on the phone. Disappointing. One day we'll get him. One day we'll get him. I've got a Mark Sargent story that I've been threatening to tell for a little while. It's not that good. It's probably boring. But allow me to regale you with my tale of Morky Pig, if we can. Should we? I showed Porky in the last stream, Megan. I'm sure I did. But for the uninitiated, I'll bring him up on screen while I tell this story. That's an idea. See what we're doing there? That'll like tie everything together. This is like forethought and production value. It should be DERPUNKERs. So basically you're saying I need to put a B in it. Divids. We need a poll to see if we want more polls. We'll do that poll next, Daryl. Yes. And Dave McKeegan, you're absolutely right. People might not want more polls, and we should absolutely do a poll to find out. It's all about the research. I'm doing my own research. Everybody, introducing Morky Pig. Give him a round of applause. Here he comes. There he is. Morky Pig is here. I'll just pop him here next to the chat, or over this side. Over that side. No, over this side, because I don't want his butt facing me. There's Morky Pig. Mark Sargent. Fantastic. And he got a round of applause. Probably the last one he's ever going to get. That is not the animated one, though. Do I... Oh, I might not... Hang on. Everybody, chill out. Stand by. Hold up. Or is it? It's not. It's really not. There's what I need. That's what I need. Yes, this is the right one. Oh, you lot are going to love this. Save. Browse. Find the file. Open. Whoop. What are you doing over there? Morky? There we go. Check it out. Oh. He whacked himself in the head with the hat. Tell me that is not objectively awesome. What? He's going to go again. Do it. Do it. No. Great work, Megan. Great work. We'll just leave Morky there for the time being. While I tell my rubbish Mark Sargent story that I've been meaning to tell for several weeks. I'm just going to lean this way a little bit so I stop getting whacked in the face with his filthy hat. Look at him. He's even wearing the I Am Mark Sargent t-shirt, in case you weren't sure. That is outstanding. Megan, you're the best. I really appreciate it. So, once upon a time, there was a man, and his name was Will Duffy, and he had a dream. He did. About taking some randos he's never met down to Antarctica and saying, see, the sun doesn't set, dumbass, in your face. And he did exactly that. One of the men that went along on that trip was named Jaron. And Jaron was a long-time member of the Flat Earth cult. Post the final, you all know this bit. Jaron got out and honestly, turns out, really good dude. Really good dude. And I love the opportunity to have a chat to him on Saturday or Sunday or whenever I did. It was super cool. Over on the Debunks show. Go rewatch all 3 streams. Anyway, when he came back, it went quiet for a little bit. And then he got really pissed off with all his fellow flat earthers going after him and bailed on the Flat Earth cult. And he hosted a stream, is what he did, where he informed everybody, sort of formally to his audience and everybody else, that he was no longer a member of the Flat Earth. He didn't want to be associated with it anymore. And everybody was there. Dearth was in the chat, banning anybody who mentioned its shitty data leaking app. So that was fun. I'm pretty sure Karen B popped up for a little while. I think Witsit was there at one point. Actually, Witsit wasn't there. But a gentleman by the name of Mark Sargent was there. Or this douche, Morky Pig. He was in the chat. And a bunch of people, obviously. Mark Sargent is well known. Flat Earther. He's sold out Flat Earth for a quick buck by engaging in an advertising campaign with an Australian betting agency, and obviously didn't get the joke because he still plays the thing making fun of him and Flat Earth at the start of all his streams like it's a badge of honor because he's got no sense of humor and he's a bit of a dick. So he was in there yapping away and battling the trolls for the sake of Flat Earth, and one of those trolls was yours truly, just in there farting around having a great old time. And I think at one point he said something about Dearth, and I've typed into the chat, well, you know, Dearth is a scammer and his app is leaking data. In fact, Dearth is what I'd like to describe as a grifter, or words to that effect in the chat. I can't remember. It was a little while ago. Lots happened since then. Started a whole channel, for goodness sake. So that was a thing. I've just got a message. I'll show you one. Somebody out there right now is pissing themselves. And you should. Should be very proud for derailing me. You son of a bitch. Anyway, old Marky Poo, he's responded. He has to that comment. I don't have the screenshots. I meant to go and get them before I did this, but again, I'm filling in time. If I take a sip of drink, am I going to get another message and spit it all over my computer? He responded and he said, I'm no grifter. You think Flat Earth is a grifter? He said, name 3 is what he said. Name 3 grifters. Name 3 Flat Earthers who are grifters. So I sat here at my desk and I typed in Dave Weiss, I typed in Eric Dubay, I typed in Austin Whitsett, I typed in Ratzoid, or his former name, but he's now Ratzoid, of course, and I typed in Mark Sargent and hit enter. 5 names. He only asked for 3. I gave him 5. And I said, there you go, and tagged Mark Sargent. There's 5. Which, shall I keep going? Or is that enough? I had a few in my back pocket, as do we all. And for a minute or two, Mark didn't respond to me, which I thought was a bit rude because he asked a question. I responded out of courtesy, and he didn't respond. But then there was a response. What do you think that response was, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not going to do a poll. I could do a poll, but I'm not going to do a poll. My phone is going ape shit, so let me just mute that for a second. In the chat, if you're so inclined, feel free to make a prediction about what Marky Poo's response was. I've got your gift on Discord, Mr. McKeegan. Thank you very much. The asshole formerly known as Flatzoid. Don't know who you're talking about. I've only heard of Ratzoid because he's a dirty, dirty rat. Dave, you might not have been here, actually. While everybody's having a look at what at the chat and figuring out what Marky Poo's response may have been, Dave, I'm going to do this again because I get to play with my my new applause button, which I'm quite happy about. But Ratzoid, the other night, when I was on my Rantzoid, had 5.12k subscribers. And look at this. Look at this. Let's just zoom in. Uh-oh, somebody's lost a couple of hundred. Drop down to 5.09. I'm not a rocket surgeon, but I'm pretty sure 5.09 is less than 5.12. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's all applaud the people jumping ship and getting away from the Cruelty podcast. Because it's a glorious, glorious thing. The button didn't work. Now it does. Helps if you hit it. And helps if your mouse cursor is on the right PC. But that was great news. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Lots of guesses in the chat as to what Marky Poo's response was to yours truly naming some horrible, horrible flatties. And you're all wrong. You are all wrong. I was not banned in Jaren's stream. I was not. I'm sure Marky Poo loves a South Pole, but that is not the response. He didn't act like he didn't see it. I know he saw it. I think it's my Discord, and I'm just going to... I can't turn off my PC, but you're all just going to have to deal with it. If I go to this and do that, I don't know if that helps, but if you hear my Discord, you know I'm a very popular chap. No, it was not name-calling and insults. As he's beating himself on the head, that must have been what he was doing at the time. I did not get called a demon troll. Marky Poo, good old Morky Pig, fell back on his tried and trusted method of dealing with awkward questions. He posted his phone number in the chat, is what he did. Here's my phone number. You call me if you've got the guts, you cowardly, horrible globers. He put his phone number in there, his shitty Skype number that he uses, just like his email address that's about 5,000 years old. And he's like the only person on the planet left with an @Comcast, whatever the hell. But he put his phone number in the chat. Now, guess what your old mate DP did when he put his phone number in the chat? I'll give you a minute. Take a shot in the dark. I did do something. I did. I've ended the poll, by the way. You got an extra 4 minutes. We are leaving it alone. You are derpunkers forever. Suck it. Deal with it. They've got it right. I won't let it drag on as long. Divid's not quite. I did not get connected to NASA, but I did, in fact, take down old Marky Poo's phone number, and I gave him a jolly old tingle on the telephone. I did. I punched his number in on this little bad boy here, and I did this, and I didn't have headphones on at the time. It's awkward to drive it with that, but I called him on the phone, and bugger me. Do you know what happened after that? Do you know what happened? During Jaren's stream, Mark has challenged me to name 3 flat earth grifters, because that would be impossible. I named 5. He clammed up for a minute, cracked the shits. He threw his hot pockets that his mum just brought him out of the oven across the room, and taking a sip from his juice box and a bite of string cheese, and he's furiously typed with Cheeto dust covered fingers, "Here's my bloody phone number. You call me if you've got the balls." And I called him, and he didn't answer, because he never answers his phone when he puts out that challenge, because he's got no testicles. Look, you can see it right there. Right, hang on. Yeah, hang on. Yeah. There's a lack of stuff over there. A lack of stuff. And he didn't answer. But he did say something in the chat. He said in the chat, "I just had someone call me from Australia." Yes, he did. And I'm sure it wasn't just me, because I know there was at least one other Aussie in the chat. But we both called him. And I don't know whose number he saw, but he had at least 2 missed calls from Australia. One of them was mine. But he didn't answer. And I said in the chat, nothing. I just left it. I didn't claim it. But that for me, so what I did, okay, I actually did some science. I just did some science. And we'll retrospectively review the results of my little experiment. So my hypothesis, when Mark posted his phone number, my hypothesis was, if I call that phone number, he would not have the testicular fortitude to actually answer the phone, that it was a worthless challenge, because he does it all the time, because it makes him feel like a big man if nobody calls. When someone actually calls, he fills his pants with feces, because he's actually a coward with, as we can see, no junk. None whatsoever. But he does love beating off in his own face. So, turns out, having tested my hypothesis, that it was 100% correct, and he is in fact a ball-lacking coward. So, we have empirical evidence of that from yours truly. Let it be known that Mark Sargent is in fact a coward. And since then, we've got even more evidence, because as more and more people have left Flat Earth, he is doing the very manly, macho, super thing of talking shit about these people behind their back, because he knows they're not watching his channel anymore, because they've left Flat Earth and they don't actually want anything to do with them. No more butt corn for you, Mark Sargent, from the rear of Patricia Steer. Look at that. I'm rhyming those words. I'm a poet, and I had no idea I could do that. But yeah, he's got his cease and desist letters, and he's talking a big game about that, and continued to talk crap and repeat his claims that earned him the cease and desist letter, and thinking it's a big win for him and for Flat Earth potentially. And isn't he in for a rude shock, because he has not done any of the things outlined in that letter. Culture Cats has an amazing video outlining that. He did a bit of research that I couldn't be asked doing. So thanks, Culture Cats, for making everybody's life easier. But yeah, he hasn't complied with what was in the cease and desist, and he may just be getting something a little bit more legal soon. And that's an envelope he's going to need to open. You can't give that one away and swap it for a samurai sword, Morky Pig. Not going to cut it. You're going to get served some papers, sir. And we'll all be here to watch it. And like you did when I called you and you didn't pick up. I suspect when someone actually knocks on your door and delivers like legal papers for a civil suit, you once again will shit your pants. I'm looking forward to that episode of Strange World when you do apologize and are forced to retract your statements, because I'm pretty sure your mum won't want to give up her house for your sorry ass. So there we go. By the way, I'll be talking a little bit more about Morky Pig over here in the future, because he is one of the people on the hit list. He is a grifting scumbag who preys on the vulnerable and is leading a cult. So screw him. Thanks, Morky, for joining us. You can, along with all your friends, piss off. There he goes. Bye, Morky Pig. Just fade away into obscurity. There we go. First time. Won't be the last time we see him do that. FPV is asking, can we do Phone a Flurf? No, I'm not really into that. Big Fish has nailed it though. Second law of Flurf, all Flurf challenges are fake. 2 exceptions, both from a gentleman who lives in England I've had some dealings with in the past. But second time, he never actually conceded. He never said he was wrong about sets and synths. Never said it. If he has, I haven't heard it because I've not been back to his channel. So if you can confirm that he did actually concede that challenge and say the words that he was wrong, then that would be awesome. But otherwise, I would take that as 1.5 exceptions to the second law of Flurf, or Toon's second law of Flurf, I should say. But he did make good on his commitment to pay out on that challenge. I've said it before, and I'll say it forever. He absolutely did. Anyone who tells you anything different needs to come and talk to me or go and talk to Craig, because he paid out. So all good. Bruce Wolford is saying, Mark Sargent, Manly, I'm pretty sure, as in 100% sure, Mark has had to hand in every single man card he owned. I'm pretty sure you're correct. There's a Juicebox King, everybody. Look at that. There's one there. And here's one here. On my t-shirt. I've got a Juicebox King t-shirt. Nobody else on the planet has one. I can't remember what this image is. What is it? Oh, it's Yosemite Thompson. Another awesome Megan creation. Oh, Will Duffy made me so mad. Concerned at that varmint. Blah, blah, blah. So that's the thing. There's something else I need to show you. This was a gift from the one and only Mr. Dave McKeegan. He has gifted to me Mr. Dearth Tato. Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready. You might be ready. Are you sure you're ready? Here we go. No, that was wrong. Just trying to make it bigger. Counting down. In 3, 2, 1. Mr. Death Tato, make your grand entrance for the first time. Mr. Death Tato, everybody. Oh, thank you, Dave McKeegan, for that absolute piece of nightmare fuel. That is horrific. Tory Hanzo is repeating himself. Your decency in the Steve case was what opened my eyes to your concept. And I'm paraphrasing because you've sneezed and headbutted your keyboard. Oh no, stupid cat's walking on keyboard. Same diff, headbutts on it. Thank you, sir. Wasn't all decency. I was a bit of a dick through that episode, and I learned a lot. And yeah, but I appreciate your kind words. And I'm glad you found the content and you've stuck around. It's very, very cool. I'll let someone else make Sexy Dearth. Sexy Dearth, you say? That's not it. This is the funniest quote I've ever seen from Charlotte Carpenter. Research flat earth and be free of your balls. Oh, round of applause for that. Research flat earth and be free of your balls. One of the best things I've ever seen in a stream chat. Glorious, glorious stuff. Let me do a thing. What was I doing? Someone asked about something. Oh, creepy sexy Dearth. Where is creepy sexy Dearth? I hear you ask. He's never far away. Creepy sexy Dearth was inside all of us all along. What are you doing here? Get out of there. You get out of there. What did I switch on? That one. There we go. Creepy sexy Dearth. You want to dance your way across the screen? Minute. Here he comes. Oh yeah. Creepy sexy Dearth in his ear. Pointing to the chat. Who's he going to pick? Oh, yeah. He's after you, Dave McKeegan. Oh yeah. Once he's got his sights set, you can't turn him off, because all you can do with creepy sexy Dearth is turn him on. Something is wrong with my brain, and I don't care. I just had his butt on my face. Ugh. That's gonna take some paint stripper. I've got a peeler I'm not afraid to use. Creepy sexy Dearth is into that kind of thing. You just actually, no, Megan's got it. You can turn him off. He'll turn off if you ask him about his leaky app. What am I talking about?
Wait, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Me either, CC. It's a nightmare in here. Good Lord. Let's check in on the most important fundraiser on the internet right now. We'll see where we're at. Has our... I'm just going to pretend I'm running a telethon, shall I? Let's check the board and see how everything's going for the one and only Austin Whitsett. We are still at 8% of the $10,000 goal that he set for some fucking reason, which is a grand total of $800. Nowhere near the required amount. Nobody's donated. Good work, everybody. Fantastic stuff. Keep it up. Excellent work, one and all. And don't forget, right here in the Debunkatorium, get out of my DMs, people. You've got your own. Right here, the 10K Spensies thread. You can tell us what you would rather spend $10,000 on than helping Austin Whitsett. Submissions are open. You can do whatever you want. There's no prize for it. We're just having a laugh. I think my scratch is a pretty good option though. $10,000 worth of these and a chance to win your money back. Literally spinning your wheels and going absolutely nowhere is a better option than giving Whitsett money. So there is that. Okay. Done with that for now. Just wanted to check in and make sure everything was kosher, which it is, even though I'm not at all Jewish. Emma's looking to get banned from the channel with her suggestion of a sponsor. Oh, Emma. Emma. Not as good as this. King Nico's juice box storage. You've got to make him less adorable. This is still outstanding work. Outstanding. They will appear from next stream as discussed previously. What's going on in here? Big Fish has done a Roger Ledwell and donated to himself. Given that he's asking for 10 grand, I don't think he's going to put his own hand into his own pocket to try and bump up the numbers. I will say I'm surprised he picked up $800 worth of donations in a pretty short space of time. If he keeps that going at that rate, 10 days, 12 days, he could actually hit his target. In which case, look, despite what we all think of this guy.
I'm a stupid flat earther, right? And I'm just a loser.
Right, despite what we all think of old mate, which the platypus over here. If his community comes together and raises 10 grand for him, well done, Flat Earth community. There's a huge show of support for one of your own, and good on you. However, I will point out that he also literally sells snake oil. Well, not literal snake oil, but it's bullshit. And his bullshit self-help course, because he can't even help himself, as evidenced by the fundraiser. And you would have been better off. We did have, I've got a nice visual representation of what you might have been better off doing. Let me just find that. Where is it hiding? It's further up the top here. It's gone. Who got rid of it? Emma. It was yours. I know it was. Or if I just scrolled past it too quickly. No, it has vanished. I'm in the wrong channel. That's what I am. I was in channel sponsors. Emma, you're fine. I apologize. I've done you dirty there. And not in a fun way. And it was actually Michaela. I'd love to talk about this more, but something's come up really urgently that I need to cover off. I just need to do a thing is what I need.
This is a fucking phone call. God damn it.
Yeah, sorry, can't help it. Hello, yep. I'm just going to sit here and pretend I talk on the phone until Emma and Michaela forget that I stitched them both up and fucked up royally, if that's cool. Yeah, so don't hang up. Don't hang up. It's really important. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Cool. I wasn't picking on Emma. I thought Emma posted the cute penguin doing the thing because usually all the awesomest stuff happens because of Emma. So I got confused, but this awesomeness was from Michaela, who also always does awesome stuff because they're awesome. So that's where my confusion comes from, because they're both wonderful people who are incredibly supportive and have been a huge help and source of inspirato for me. And that's not blowing smoke up your asses. All of that is true. So yeah, I do apologize. But anyway, all of that was just to show you this guy again. If you're donating to Witsit, you'd be better off doing that up there. That's all I'm saying. So go out, buy a little penguin, teach him how to use his flippers to get rid of cash, and then just set some stuff on fire in a saucepan and have him fling money in that. If the penguin falls into the saucepan, you've got a weird meal. So there is that. I asked this question in Toon's chat today, or MC Toon. Toon was his mother. And I don't think I got any answers, or if I did, I had to go into a work meeting. I say go into a work meeting, dial in, because I work from home. And I want to get your thoughts, because as you know, we tackled the big issues here. So let me just go big screen for this one, because this is an important question and I want to get your insights. All right. So people, proud Zoo Crew members, proud debunkers, denizens of the debunkatorium. That's a fucking mouthful. Here's the question. How much money, cash money, how much would you pay for a penguin sandwich?
I'm
That's
a stupid flat earther,
Oh.
right? And I'm just a loser.
We know. Get out of here. Piss off. How much would you pay for a penguin sandwich? What should the going rate be for a penguin sandwich? I'm not talking about the endangered ones, okay? If they're endangered, they're off the menu, obviously. But where there's like an abundance of penguins, if that were the case, this is entirely hypothetical. How much would you pay for a penguin sandwich? No guns included. I suspect if they've got guns, you're probably not getting them between two pieces of bread. I imagine penguins are a very good shot since they can't fly. They have to be able to defend themselves. So, more provisos here. We need to set the boundaries. So the penguins are unarmed, non-militant, not endangered, is what we've got so far. Megan's in with $2.50. $2.50 is where we're starting for a penguin meat sandwich. No, look, fish, pilchards, it tastes like penguins, is the point. Are they vegan? No. I mean, the penguins might be vegan, but the penguin sandwich, absolutely not. It's full of penguin meat. Tiles is up for 2. I'm not asking you to bid on a penguin sandwich. I'm not asking anybody to eat one. I'm not going to make you one. I'm not going to go out and get one. Penguin sandwich, as far as I'm aware, and don't correct me if I'm wrong, is not actually a thing. I just want to know if you were so inclined and in a position to purchase a penguin meat sandwich, what would you pay for the privilege? Be it in a restaurant, street food vendor, maybe in a McDonald's for McHappy Day. Oh, welcome to McDonald's. It's McHappy Day. Would you like to eat something objectively adorable? Bruce is saying $1.85. Bruce, you can't buy anything in Australia for $1.85. Yeah, it's not The Price is Right. Nobody's interested in a penguin sandwich. Are you for real? Pengappy Day. Pengappy Day. Oh, I love it. Pengappy Day. I've broken the applause button again. Pack of monsters. There we go. Beautiful. See Discord, seeking clarification. Which one? Okay, now this will help, actually. This will help. So for more context, so we've got this penguin sandwich. You've got a nice a dark rye, it looks like, with some sort of grain bread, a bit of pita, some tomato, in the shape of a penguin. There you go. And then your other option is this guy. They're your options. You've got penguin-shaped sandwich versus a possibly too literal penguin sandwich. What are you going to pay for those bad boys? I tell you what, you don't even have to eat it. If you want to keep this guy as a sandwichy pet, that's fine. You don't have to devour said penguin. Drinks are not included. We can see here on the image, Dave McKeegan, that gives you the clarification you were seeking. Thank you for your assistance, as always. $1.85 Australian, how much is that in real money these days? I think we'd owe you money, Timo. Bruce is saying, dang, okay, then $6.95 as long as the strawberry donut is included. Okay. Would it be well done on one side and raw underneath? That's entirely up to you. You can communicate with your sandwich chef on your desired preparation methods. Emma's saying they taste like a piece of beef, a different codfish, and a canvas-back duck roasted together in a pot with blood and cod liver oil for sauce. Delicious. Megan, again, no drink included. The shaped one looks more real. Megan's out. You pay me to eat that? No, that's not the deal, Emma. We have chocolate covered penguins in the UK already. Some are even mint or orange flavored. Interesting. It's 185 1-cent coins, the ones with the sugar glider on them, designed by Stuart Devlin. I see what you did there, Bruce. Oh, we've got another image. And there's a penguin sandwich. That is very Zoo Crew. Make of that, ladies and gentlemen, what you will. That might be what gets Emma back on board. Now we're talking. So this is officially the dumbest shit we've done in the Debunkatorium so far. Discussion of penguin sandwich. You're all welcome. For the record, you're all wrong. $50 in your native currency. That is the going rate for a penguin sandwich. Prove me wrong. Any less than that, you're not getting real penguin. Hate to be the one to tell you, but you've been had. You've been scammed. This is basically a public service announcement. I'm here to educate. And now you know. Joe Black has cracked the case. What would I buy for $10,000 rather than help Witsit? Drum roll. I need a drum roll button now, obviously. I would buy this. It's got a price tag and everything. The price tag not attached to the giraffe. If you have a look, it seems that the price tag is actually inserted into the flesh of the giraffe, which is a little bit concerning. I probably wouldn't do that. But you get the idea. AI is a bit rubbish, and there's a random number 9 in the chat bar. But yeah, I'd probably buy a giraffe. Interesting side note, which isn't interesting at all. I'm going to say it anyway because the thought popped into my head. Jeffrey the giraffe was the mascot for Toys R Us back in the day. It's spelled toys, apostrophe R, and us, because apparently the letter either side of R was just too hard for Americans. So, what the fuck, America? Seriously. You're not saving time by abbreviating it to R. It's literally the same number of syllables. What you did do was like fuck up the use of apostrophe correctly for a whole bunch of kids. That's what you did. And you all need to apologize for it, quite frankly. Anyway, I digress. Toys R Us went bankrupt, but the damage was done, is the point. All of that is a really roundabout way of segueing to... I worked at Toys R Us when I was at university. True story. But I didn't have a blue shirt. I was a product advisor at Toys R Us, and I got to wear a red shirt. Actually, hold on, because red shirts were a bad thing on Star Trek, so maybe it was the Toys R Us version of a red shirt. That's a kick in the balls. That is a real kick in the balls. Anyway, what's Toys R Us? End of story. You're welcome. Fitness friends, Westside Girl Reacts is here. I did respond to your email, I'm pretty sure. If I didn't, then you can call me a dick. But I will sort it out. I've got to fix up the guesty thing. But I'm pretty sure I told you about that in the email. You haven't missed that much, Michaela. You've missed heaps. You got to watch it back. It's great. Is AI a buzzword? Only if you're game. I am not clicking on that link. Illusion by Mushroom, your friend. No way. Not while I'm live, because I'll fall over on the floor. Anyone eaten Ortolan bunting? I'm going to say no, but there's a chance I have. I don't think I have. But there's a chance I have, but I don't think so. I did back in the day, and this is funny considering the tear I've been on for the last 72 hours, have some awesome jerky from South Africa. And now I feel dirty. Michaela's back from having her hairs ripped out. Now we all know that happened. Megan's going to go to the grocery store before it gets to daylight. That is a semi-confusing sentence, but I do get it. What else is going on? Oh, someone asked about tariffy things. Where was that? We're all Golga Frinchins. Does the $50 include the Trump tariff if the penguin comes from Heard or McDonald Island? No. Because we just won't export there. Fuck you guys. You bullshit. And that's as political as we get. The going rate for McVitie's penguin biscuit, often referred to as a penguin sandwich in a playful way, is around £1 to £1.50 per biscuit in the UK. But referred to as a penguin sandwich rather than a literal penguin sandwich. Two very different things. Big fish. We're talking about real penguin. Even though we did sort of clarify and say, okay, there's a penguin-shaped sandwich option. Still penguin-shaped, and it wasn't a biscuit. Had bread, had pita bread, had tomato, had lettuce. Your candy doesn't have lettuce. AIR letters. Daryl M, yes, you are 100% correct. AIR letters. Well done. You said penguin sandwich. Don't move the goalpost. You, my friend, are learning a very important lesson in debating. I did say penguin sandwich, but I provided visual reference, courtesy of the one and only Dave McKeegan. And yeah, that shit happened. That shit was for reals, not for plays. That was a real thing. Just quietly as well, $50 for that situation, most would consider an absolute bargain. It's not even on the screen. You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just amusing myself. That situation. $50 for that? Come on, you'd all pay more. I know you would. Especially Zoo Crew. Welcome, Steve from Wormhaven. Welcome back. Steve, important question. How much would you pay for a penguin sandwich? We're not moving on until I get your response, sir. Nobody chat. Nobody do anything. $38.50. Steve is the closest. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. See, people? That's how it's done. He didn't even hesitate. He was just like, boom. There's a real answer to that question. None of this like, morals and ethics and blah, 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 blah. Steve's like, yeah, fuck those penguins. Get in my belly. The stream is buffering every few seconds. Maybe hit refresh, Bruce, because everything on my end, I said end, is perfect. So you might need to refresh, sir. Plus you're in Tasmania and your internet's 20 years old. I'm just teasing. You're great. We love you, Bruce. Everybody loves Bruce. You got to ask, how much do you think random shit goes for? Yeah, but then I'm just going to get smart-ass responses, Tori. I got smart-ass responses anyway. We're going to do that again with different stuff. 38 UAD is about $10 or less. Well, it was US dollars. Steve corrected himself. And that's probably closer to 60 odd Australian. Somewhere around there. Mid 50s to mid 60s. Somewhere in that ballpark. Exchange rates is hard. Illusions in for $6.50. You used to get 2 games, shoe, hot dog, fries, and a Coke. Yes. Oh, there is no answer, Steve. It's a purely hypothetical thing. But my argument is I would pay at least $50 for a penguin sandwich. And I regard that as the correct answer. But yours, sir, was the most sincere. Everybody else is talking like $1.50 or something like that. And that's outrageous for a penguin sandwich. Seriously. Like, we're not living in the 20s here. I mean, we are, but the 20s in the wrong spot. I'm talking about 1920s as opposed to 2020s. But you get the idea. Emma's lost track. I'm losing track too. David Swallow's buffering in Adelaide. There's nothing wrong on my end, people. I promise you, everything looks glorious. But just in case, I'll go to output and I will drop this to like a little bit less of a bit rate. If it'll let me. There we go. And I'll see if that helps. It should. And if it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. Just YouTube doing YouTube things. Stream health is excellent. Stream settings, excellent. OBS is telling me I have one. I did have like 40 dropped frames. I reset it. I've now got one. And everything looks hunky-dory on my end. Illusion is not buffering at McMurdo Station. All good. And Big Fish is fine on his side of the globe. Bruce Wolford, yep, sure did. I remember those days very well. I was in 3 10-pin bowling leagues when I was a teenager. We used to go roller skating every other weekend, and it was cool. Yeah, but we did the bowling thing too, and I remember those ads or advertisements or commercials, depending on where you are on the planet. Language is weird. Would you pay more for a zebra sandwich or a penguin sandwich? I think I'd pay more for a penguin sandwich. Yeah. Yeah. I think zebra would be more gamey. I think, yeah. Penguin's the way to go. I'd rather go penguin than zebra. Not that I wouldn't go to town on a zebra sandwich. Absolutely would. But I'd probably pay less for a zebra sandwich than a penguin. I'd feel less ripped off paying $50 for a penguin sandwich than $50 for a zebra sandwich. Maybe that's just because Z is the last letter in the alphabet. I don't know. Could be a purely psychosomatic thing going on. But yeah, that's the right answer. It was a trick. Penguin is chicken off the... Love passing the penguin test. Everybody else? Failed the penguin test. Oh, Emma, look at you. Like, oh, a zebra's great and it's not that expensive. I won't eat a penguin, but I'll eat the fuck out of a zebra. Ah. Westside Go reacts. Z? What the fuck is a Z? Z is another way of saying the letter Z. I have had an English grandmother and an English mother, and I like talk proper good and shit. So there's that. Westside Girl, you're American. You guys can't say or spell aluminium, so don't even. Just teasing. Tastes a bit like kangaroo. Kangaroo is delicious, and I'm not joking. Kangaroo meat is great. We were talking about this on the Discord today. If you're not in the Discord, you're missing out. Timo Lynch. Buffering in Brisbane sounds like either some weird take on Sleepless in Seattle, very kinky porn, or possibly both. I'm going to go with both. Makes sense to me. Steve doesn't know where zebras live. I'm learning a lot about myself. See, here, we're educational and we make you think. Welcome to the Debunkatorium. Aluminum. No. Stop it. Better than ostrich? Nothing's better than Aussie ostrich. Google it. We will have a look at... I'll post some Aussie ostrich in the Discord after the stream. Yeah, FPV's right. If you overcook kangaroo, it's not a good time. Not a good time. But when you get it right... It's a self-growth channel. That's Friday nights for self-growth over on the Drunk Debunk channel with the Ghost stream. That's the time and place for that one. Coupon. Illusion's going to town. Oh, we're having a language off. Cultural exchange down in the chat. Westside Go Reacts asks, how about an orca sandwich? Orcas are... Hang on. I know what they are. I'm not checking what they are. So southern resident orchids are out of the question because they are endangered. The southern resident killer whales. Their population is shrinking, so we can't eat them. Let me just have a look at... God damn it, white screen. I'm not racist, but geez. Some subspecies of orca are endangered. For example, the southern resident killer whale population was declared endangered in 2005. Since then, the number of these orcas is now only 73. According to an estimate from 2005. So this is like, well, it is 20-year-old data. There were at least 50,000 of these whales left. Nowadays, this number is likely to be less, considering many specific orca populations are decreasing in numbers. Since 2005, no survey of the global killer whale population has been undertaken, so scientists must cobble together estimates made from different sightings from various countries. That is nuts. That is nuts. But based on the numbers I'm looking at on screen here in Northern Norway, Iceland, Scotland, blah, 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 you can quickly do the maths, and that is well under 1,500 total of orcas. Under 1,500 on the entire fucking planet. We suck as a species. Seriously. What the actual hell? So, yeah. I will not be partaking in orca. If it's all the same to you. Hypothetically, an orca sandwich, I would rather pay $10,000 for an orca sandwich than help this douche. Let's just check in on the progress. It's still just the $800, 10% of his personal emergency grifty fund. So no progress, and that is something we can all celebrate. Excellent stuff. Thank you one and all for your continued good work. Kiwi sandwich. But yeah, I'm sad now because orcas. Damn it. I mean, yeah, they're jerks and they'll fuck you up, but still, go and hug an orca. Don't hug an orca. Again, they'll fuck you up. Alt channel ideas. DP dehunks, you do makeovers, but the opposite, making this very ugly. That I can absolutely do. DP defunks, you take funky music and remove the soul. I'm a white guy and I play guitar. I can absolutely do that. DP deskunks, wild animal, pest removal. But I've got a skunk and he's great. I've already got one.
It's a fucking phone call. God damn it.
I was hoping to talk to him, but he's on the phone. Let's all go vegan. Well, no, let's not go nuts. Let's just not eat orcas, okay? Still getting a penguin sandwich. Also, I'm like kind of there. My lovely lady is a vegetarian. So quite often, I'm not going to say what was just in my head. Quite often for dinner, when I'm preparing meals, I'll have like plant-based or meat alternatives such as tofu and that sort of stuff. I'm getting really good at cooking tofu, just quietly. And you know what? It's not awful when you do it right. I've had that said about me way too many times. Rocinante is here for 5 United States shekels. He has said, we suck so hard. I fell asleep listening to Logic, woke up to YouTube, filling my ears with 3 hours of Church of Christ scientist medical horror. Oh, you poor bastard. Ugh, that is the worst. Do you know what else is the worst? I've got a streaming service that I hit up, not every night, but most nights. It's called Only Fat, and it's not. So I can watch Parks and Rec, or Parks and Recreation, the old sitcom. Because I've watched it so many times, I basically know it word for word. Not all the time, but things click in my head. I know what joke's coming and it's funny. And sometimes if I'm restless, it helps me fall asleep. But these motherfuckers have started playing ads, not just like at the beginning of the stream. I'm paying for the streaming service. There's ads on it now at the beginning of the program, like halfway through or at various intervals. And then again at the end. Also, it stops like auto playing the next episode now. So what the fuck am I paying for? What the hell? And I've never understood that about paid services that then introduce advertising. Like, we're paying you money to get the thing so that we're not watching like commercial riddled television. And now you're putting commercials on that. Even though I'm already paying you, you're now selling advertising to generate more revenue over and above the subscription fee me and everybody else who's using your service is paying. That's bullshit. That is some absolute bullshit. And I'm not here for it. And you know what? It makes me really angry. And I'll tell you another thing.
Get a hold of your fucking fifis a little bit there, witchy poo. All right?
You're right. Cell phone lake on. I should shut up. Sorry, I was getting a bit carried away there. Also, Scum. He's a piece of human garbage. And if you voted for Scum in top left, then obviously showing your support for Mike from the Drunk Debunks show. Awesome. But Scum sucks. Scum is one of Ratzoid's circle jerking jerk off jerkles. So fuck him. Just sort of share that with everybody. FPV is buffering hard, 10 minutes behind. Everything is hunky-dory on my end. I have no explanation for it other than YouTube is doing YouTube things and I have zero control over it. I do apologize to anyone experiencing difficulty, but that shit ain't my fault. One downside of going vegan is, can you eat out? I know I'm Australian, but if I can invoke an imaginary Fifth Amendment right to not answer that question because I may incriminate myself, I choose to do so. It's my debunkatorium. I'll do what I want. I get a Fifth Amendment right, and I choose to exercise it. Stephen Wernhaven, shame no Debunks soundbites are appropriate. He was one of my favourite flirts. I've only watched, I think, a little bit of one old encounter MC Toon had with Derp, and that was enough for me. I was done. Not my cup of tea. And I'm not too disappointed he's not popped up again. That guy is... Nope. Some weird stuff. When they need money because of all the other streaming services and their inevitable crash, they start rating their customers' couch cushions. YouTube does it too. Yep. Thank you, Lucifer. Okay, for this time, I get one free pass. Yes, that's going to come back to bite me. Something worse is coming. I know it. That's what she said. Stephen Wernhaven, debating making him a subject of a video. It depends what I can find out about him. I don't even know if he's still that active or if he's got a audience or a following or what he's doing. If he was anywhere, I'd imagine he'd be over on TikTok with all the other dregs. But I don't know. I'm getting lost. Sorry, I just saw Westside's message. If your girlfriend's vegetarian, that makes you a vegetarian. Yep. You know what else, David Swallow? You're saying YouTube are getting out of control with ads. When I have the ability to enable ads on my channel, I'm going to max it out. It's going to be all ads all the time. It's not true. It'll be absolute bare minimum if I can avoid it. Yeah, the least amount possible. It's the same way I've done with the channel memberships. Yeah, I mean, I'll turn it on because there's a button to push. Why wouldn't I push a button? I push all the buttons. That's why things break all the time around these parts, because I'm constantly pushing the buttons. But yeah, it'll be like absolute minimum. Steve from Wormhaven has gifted another membership. It may not go anywhere, Steve. I think we've given away all of the memberships on the channel, or they're broken. I don't know. I need to look onto it. If anybody knows what the fuck is going on with channel memberships not being allocated, that would be great. Failing that, it's all good. Not up to you. Welcome, Unfornicated. You were just in time. I'm going to be wrapping this bad boy up in about 5 minutes. In about 2 minutes, actually. How have we gone for 3 hours? I had no plan. We've just farted around, and this has been super duper fun. Now, Timo's in to give 10 memberships that don't go anywhere. Have I done something stupid and broken them? That's a rhetorical question, but the answer is probably yes. Let me just investigate super fast, and this is how you get me to stream for 5 hours, by checking shit out. Studio. Let me see. It'll shake loose. It happened on other channels too. Zach Ford B42. Oh my god, 34 watching. Is that the bloody Freemasons plus a mate? Pretty much, yeah. I expect so. I'm going to go here to this tab. All people haven't turned allow membership on. It's possible, and I'll check the analytics in a second. But no, everything looks good on this thing. I don't think they're broken. I've got no changes or anything pending, so that's all okay. If I check the analytics, I won't show you everything, but then I go to here. No, is it community? Is it dashboard? I thought it was analytics. No, it's here, there, and then I go to check on memberships. And this always amuses me because some of you have gone out of your way to purchase memberships for yourself, which is super cool and I appreciate it. And many of you, like Timo Lynch just now, and I believe not for the first time, like Emma, and if I'm forgetting anybody, Steve has just done it as well. Heaps of you over the last few weeks, out of the kindness of your hearts and just a sense of generosity, have gifted membership. Stevie B gave 20 at the beginning of this stream, which helps everybody else out because they get access to the members only videos. It's not heaps of them, but they're there. And all the emotes and everything else that you can use with all the stupid characters and everybody else. Stupid in the sense of they're all silly, but awesome in the sense that Megan's done the Lord's work. But despite people receiving memberships that are free for nothing, 2 people have said, yeah, fuck that, no thank you, and have cancelled them. Oh, and I think, is that where? No, I can't see because it only really gives me a daily summary, so there's no like dip on the graph. But 2 people I suspect have received a gifted membership, got the notification, had a look at the channel or me, and have gone, yeah, nah, I'm good. No thank you. That's not for me. I don't know who they are, Tiles, but honestly, it cracks me up, and I take no offense because it'll just go through like anyone who's visited the channel or tuned into a stream or whatever else. A lot of the people you see receiving gifted memberships have probably never chatted in here or left a message. So it is like just a random thing, but they tend to go to like the more active people first and everyone else later. Unless your name is Ashton Richards and you watch FTFE, in which case YouTube tells you to go fuck yourself and makes you wait 6 months to get one or something. But yeah, no offense taken. I just think it's really funny that they're like, oh, free membership. Oh, no, thank you. I get it. FPV XTC, by the way, for $2 awesome bucks, it's Australian dollars, $2.99, has provided payment for making my own stream on time. I did do it tonight. I was here. We kicked off bang on, and I'm giving myself a round of applause for that bullshit because I deserve it. Yay, me. And I'm going to finish on time too because we are going to wrap it up. Before we do, we are going to have one last check of the board.
I'm a stupid flat earther, right?
Yeah,
and I'm just a loser.
I know you are, and that's why we're going to have a look at your little fundraising grifty venture. Here it is. We'll hit refresh in a second. It's got a private personal emergency. If it's something serious, I hope you find your way clear to resolving the situation, Austin. But none of us are going to help out. And it's still, ladies and gentlemen, at 8%, 800 bucks. The bar has not moved. Here's your confirmation of that. And of course, because I've got a new button and I need to press all of them. Round of applause. Oh, I've broken it again. What a bastard. There we go. That should fix it. Excellent. And now Wits, it's going away too. And everything's busted. I know I push the buttons too much. I know it drives some people crazy. But again, it's my stream. And I'll do what. Is my channel the Penguin Sandwich of YouTube channels? Yes, that may become a t-shirt. Steve from Wormhaven. That is gold because I saw him farting around in there today. I gifted a membership that landed on Perks for the Win on NC Toon's channel, and I've never seen someone so upset about it. That is glorious. Well done, Steve from Wormhaven. This is why you're an awesome human. I was convinced they turned gifting off when Ashton got one. I was floored. Yes, what a saga that was. Why would you not want a free thing? They don't order on you unless you tell it to strange people. Because they hate me. Should I add the screenshot of those 2 cancellations to my troll trophy room? I think I will. I'm not sure that they were trolling, but it does make me giggle, and it is a bit of a slap in the face. And as I said in the description for that region of Discord, and I'll prove it, because we're not full of crap around here. We do with facts and stuff. Here's the troll trophy room, which has got 2 submissions. This is the start of the troll trophy room. A place to put all the delightful smack talk DP receives. Maybe we should score them. I don't know. But each one shall be worn as a badge of honor. Here was my first troll comment randomly received in a chat. Sorry for saying that your videos suck. That was awesome. And this was our very own Tiles trolling the crap out of me. I bet you can't refute my debunk of Earth curved. Bananas are curved. The Earth is not a banana. Therefore, the Earth is not curved. I have a whole video to do with bananas, about half a video to do with bananas. You should check it out. Fun times. Right, I'm done shamelessly plugging all of my own derp. So that's done. We can tick that off the to-do list. I've been mocked relentlessly. I've misspoken. I've offended Emma and Michaela at the same time. We've had Dave McKeegan in here basically running the show for half an hour, which is becoming tradition. And I love every single second of it. Not going to lie. Always great when you gift a subscription to a Flurf. Agreed. Can't wait to do it. Their Flurf sock accounts. That would be cool. That would be very, very cool. Megan says, thank you for the stream and the last. Thank you for coming along, Megan. And thank you for being you and wonderful and for all your help. I really do appreciate it. And that goes to all of you for being awesome. Again, I cannot recommend highly enough to all of you, even if it's not your thing and you don't know how to drive it. I have little to no idea what I'm doing in Discord, but we have some mods now. If you're in the Discord and you have experience modding a channel or whatever in there and you want to help out, let me know and we'll grant you some superpowers, unless you're a dick, but none of you are dicks, so we're fine. What was I talking about? Oh, come and join the Discord and hang out with everyone. If not mine, you've got MC Tunes has been a little bit full on today. Oh, I've got one more thing to talk about. And Mike's from the Drunk Debunk Show, Mike over IP. That Discord is really fun as well. Basically, my Discord is where everyone hangs out when no one's awake in Mike's. And MC Toon today said that like I'm the MC Toon while MC Toon's sleeping, and that really tickled me and made me laugh. So I'm like the Sleepy Time Tea came up brand MC Toon. That may turn into a t-shirt. I take that as high fucking praise, like the highest praise. I really like MCT. He's great. Timo Lynch, the funniest thing on Witset's Ko-Fi is that he entices you to go back to Witset TV, which is not reachable. Looks like the public certificate is bugged. Flurfs can't tech. Flurfs can't tech. Maybe we should crowdfund, right? I'm not suggesting for a second that this is a serious thing. But we all regularly subject ourselves to flurfy content. And I don't think anyone here would disagree that all of them would benefit from a fucking key light or something. Because all their lighting is awful. All their webcams are awful. Awful. But at the same time, let's leave it that way. Because if you're stumbling across any of them for the first time and it looks like shit, you're probably not going to hang around. So, yeah. Don't worry about it. I just like yelling awful at the camera. I do it when you lot aren't here. I just sit here, not streaming, with OBS open and watch myself scream awful. That's why I don't get any work done. Need a voice chat room in the Discord? Yes, it's on the way. We did a poll. We did a poll on the Discord. Everybody said, yes, we want a voice room. And it is going to happen. Mods, Michaela, Icy Spin, and CK. Mods, I think, now. Yes? Yes. We're going to make a voice room happen. We are. I might even set it up right after this stream and then leave it to the mods to clean up the mess I make doing so. Awesome. But yes, I want a place where you can all just yap and talk. Tiles, I'm getting no sleep between your two streams. I mean, you can sleep. That's what the VODs are for. If you're not here live, you can watch it later and it's still as stupid. So by all means, feel free to do that. Please sleep, people. It's really, really important to recharge and give your body a break. So, sleep. It's a good thing. Trust me. I mean, I'm not a doctor. Well, I am a doctor. I'm a doctor of love. But that doesn't count at all. And none of you are going to reap the benefits of that ever. So, Illusion says, an Australian McToon franchise. I'm loving it. Trouble is, I like both you and Toon, so when you're both on the same day, I get no sleep. Yeah, I mean, that's literally how we plan it. It's the only reason Toon accepted my friend request. He was like, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to send you this message, and you're just going to say, yes, okay, because I run the whole NASA, SHIELD, Tupperware, CIA, Freemason operation. We're just going to like only stream on the same day, just to completely destroy Big Fish V32 sleep patterns. And I was like, yes, because I had to say that. But yeah, it's all planned. McDP Debunk, yes. Craig McDP Debunk, to you. DT Debunks, Sleepy Time Tea. Nice one, nice one. Crayons, I need more crayons. Illusion, yes. You are correct. So basically, this is what the Aussie franchise would look like, I guess. All of you who do the upside down typing, first of all, I don't understand how. I know there's like keyboard shortcuts and stuff to do it, but Jesus. Second of all, you've got way too much time on your hands to know how to do that. Like, just do it like a normal person and flip your monitor over. Okay? Or do the Alt-Control-Shifty thing and just flip the whole thing. And then you can suffer, not me, trying to read it. Jerks. Oh, goodness. So, yes, so anyone who is just now arriving, I do apologize because I'm wrapping up. I've gone 10 minutes longer than I suspected I would. I'm going to check my telephone for a message from my lady, which I do have. Yep. She's gone to sleep. Thanks, everybody. Sorry, I'm not in trouble, but I'll message shortly. Say goodnight. That sucks. You can copy and paste a lot of things you wouldn't expect into chat. Steve, don't ruin the magic for everybody. There's kids here. And I'm very sensitive to that sort of thing. I worked in a theme park as one of the costume characters, and like, number one rule, do not remove the head of the suit in the park. Only behind closed doors. It was like a hard and fast rule. I never saw anybody lose their job for it because nobody disobeyed that rule. Super important because it's for the kids. It's for the kids. It's for the kids. Won't somebody please think of the... Anyway, also, before I wrap up, let me just say this. This is to everybody. Share this far and wide because this is really important. If you're at a theme park and you see the costume characters with the giant heads and furry suits and the... Okay? This is super, super important. No matter how tempting it is, no matter how much you hate those characters, no matter how funny you think it might be, do not ever whack those suits in the head. Ever. Don't do it. It's not funny. It's not cool. And the people in that suit suffer. First of all, I worked in those suits in the Australian summer. Well, outside it was about 35 to 40 degrees or so. Inside the suit, you can add another 10 to 20 degrees to that. And sometimes the fans inside the suit don't work. So you're in that heat. You're not in it very long, but it is hot as balls. Very, very uncomfortable. You're working pretty hard in those things because it's not easy to move. Secondly, when you hit the head of one of those suits, okay, there is practically nowhere for air or that sound to escape. You've got two tiny little like eye holes and maybe a hole or like a little viewport thing in the mouth that's covered up to see out of. That is it. But it's a big space. So any sound, when you whack it, just reverberates around in there. It is an instant headache. It doesn't build. It doesn't come on over a few minutes. It's like bang. If not a headache, an agonizing migraine, and you cannot shake it. Like, it fucking sucks. So please, if you're in that situation, I'm putting it out there. If you're encountering those costume characters, and this is for reals, I'm not taking the piss and I'm not joking. Don't do that. Don't be a dick. Thank you. And yes, I had it happen to me. I know of what I speak. And it was extremely, extremely shitty. So, never again. Never again. And if that's not sleepy time tea for you, I don't know what is. Bruce Wilford was a mod for Brainy Beaver's channel for a while. It was awesome. Very cool. Illusion. Pouring hot coffee in is okay though. Yeah, absolutely. Especially in winter. Tim Lynch, if I'm at a theme park, I immediately ask myself, how much and what did I drink to end up here? And can I get some more, please? Those are all the correct reactions to being in a theme park. Stephen Wernhaven. I wore a taco when I was younger. It had a fan that didn't work. I know. Yep. It is horrible. We had, where I was working, you had to wear like the full body unitard inside, which soaked up some of the sweat, but not all. If the fan wasn't working, you had like, you know, the door snakes to stop drafts. It's like that, but it was like a cold pack. So you could have one like around the back of your neck. And occasionally you could have like a belt thing that could link to that on the back. So you'd have like a cold pack running up your spine and around the waist to try and keep you cool. Within 5 minutes of being in that suit, those things weren't cold anymore. And they were coming out of the freezer, like almost frozen, but they were still flexible, weird material. Oh my God, it was so bad. And then we do, I think it was 30 minutes in the suit. So from the time that suit is closed, clock starts. So that includes getting out of like the change room thing, which is in the middle of the park, onto the back of a golf cart, taken to wherever you're going to be situated out in the park, getting off the golf cart, doing the interactions with the patrons and taking photos and being silly and, you know, you're entertaining, you're acting, you're engaging with people, and then back on the golf cart, back to the changing room, off the golf cart, inside. That's your 30 minutes. So really you do about 20 to 15 minutes in the park on a busy day. And once you get back into that changing room, even on a mild day, you are desperate for the head to come off and for the zippers and everything to be undone. Because you can't do it. You're in the suit. You can't do it yourself. So there's a team of people, like the other people waiting there to like basically strip you. You're still wearing the full body unitard, but they take that head off and you get the rush of cool air, which nearly knocks you out. And then they're taking everything else off. And all you can do at that point, or at least all I could do, was basically lean back, find the wall, slide down it, and sit there for about 15 to 30 minutes. And then someone would bring you like water and more cold packs, put fans in front of you just to cool you down. Meanwhile, everyone else is spraying the shit out of the inside of that suit with like disinfectant and stuff because of all the sweat. Yeah, really good times. I made good money doing that over a summer. Bought a guitar. Probably had enough for a car. I pissed it all away, but it's my first job out of high school. Was working in a theme park. Got to be a giant mouse. It was great. SeaWorld, by the way, on the Gold Coast here in Australia. SeaWorld is where I worked. Steve's gig wasn't as official. He's allowed to come in for... Yeah, see, I had like Warner Brothers overlords, so no. Illusion knew a guy once who worked in an amusement park. He annoyed the other workers so much the gaffer takes him upside down to a pole. We've all been there. And why don't I like the upside down text? That was really hard to read too. Why you all got to be like this? Why you going to do me like that? Why are you so mean? I just want to be loved. Right. I've had my rant about theme parks. That's going to come up every couple of months and be more pronounced next summer, assuming I'm still here and I'm not bounced off YouTube between now and then. That's a possibility too. So I'm going to love you all and leave you all. I'm going to mess with my lady. I'm going to set up that voice channel, which we talked about, and go from there. Thank you all for hanging out here in the Bunkertorium. It's been fun. As always, it's great to see you all. Come and join the Discord and have a great time. That's what I was talking about before. Highly recommend it. Really, really fun. Easy to get the hang of. And a cool place just to hang out and message and get to know everybody a little bit better. Ask some questions. You see each other all the time in everybody else's chat. Come here, do your own thing. It'll be great. Thank you to everyone for the gifted memberships and the super chat. Absolutely no need, expectation or requirement for it, but all of it is appreciated. Your generosity towards me and to our very own Megan. Once again, you're all amazing and wonderful. It was super sweet, super selfless, super thoughtful. and restores a little bit of hope for humanity in my heart, which you can lose doing this stuff. I've been dealing with fucking Ratzoid for days, so it was a wonderful thing, and at least from me, I thank you all profusely. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to leave you temporarily with a little song. I think what I'll do, it's probably another way I can do this. It might cover some stuff up. We shall see. Or maybe I'll just flick the camera off and you can look at the screen. Let's do that. Right. I am going to flick the old face cam off. We'll leave that as it is. And then this one can do that. Sweet. I will see you all next time. It may be tomorrow night. It could be later. Nobody knows. I'm like a ninja. Where's he going to strike from? Who is he? Did you get a good look at him? I don't think so. That could have been anybody. Until next time, I shall see you next time. And be good. If you can't be good, don't get caught. Bye. And once again, enjoy, hopefully, if this works, Juicebox King. Not working. Who broke it? Who did the thingy? Who did it? God damn it. Are you serious? Are you for real? Where did I put it? Hold on. Stand by, people. Stand by. Stand by. Just hang on. Cool. So what we've done here, right, in case you're wondering, is we've just done all the fuck-ups in reverse tonight. That's all right. That's cool. I'm all right with that. Let's try this. No. No. You get nothing. Good day, sir, is what we're getting here. Oh, I know why. Hang on. Some of you paid money for this. Boom. And let's try this again. Good night, Australia.
Juice. Box. King. Stay hydrated. Debates getting heated. Tensions on the rise. Nico's feeling parched. Panic in his eyes. Words start slipping. Claims going south. Only one solution. Juice box in his mouth. Sip. Gulp. Chug it down. Brain in a spiral. Can't rebound. Straw locked in. Lips engaged. Facts too dry. Juice cascades. Juice box king. Hydration's key. When logic runs dry, grab vitamin C. Juice box king. Sipping on the go. No rebuttals, just that citrus flow. Moon's too bright, it's a government scheme. NASA beams images, sure in a dream. But wait, his throat gets dry as a bone. Time for the juice, gotta chug it alone. Sip, gulp, chug it down. Debates in flames, can't be found. Straw locked in, mind disengaged. When the truth hits, juice rampage. Juice box king, hydration's key. When logic runs dry, grab vitamin C. Juice box king, sipping on the go. No rebuttals, just that citrus flow. Juice to the left, sip. Juice to the right. Nico in trouble, straw takes flight. Refill that box, stay in the fight. When the facts are too dry and your points don't land, there's always a juice box right there in your hand. Sip away, don't be shy. Just don't choke when the truth rolls by.